Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 9 of the X-Squadron podcast. What is going on over here?
John hit me in the eye.
Okay. I got with me my typical X-Squadron members. I got Pegno.
Hello.
I got BSAP.
Hello there.
I got Pagano.
Good evening.
I got Demo.
Hello.
And I got a very special guest today. I got my very, very good friend Chris Hemis.
Hello there.
And today we are going to be talking about science fiction creatures. This was a idea I think that was given to me by my friend Joe and Mike, who were on the show last week.
Joe and Mike.
Hey, Joe and Mike. They were on the show last week, but we had lots of technical difficulties, and the whole podcast got ruined. So we're going to redo the show with them and get that back to you as soon as we can.
Shout out to Chris from St. Bonaventure who's listening.
So a couple of
enjoy.
shout-outs.
yeah,
Number
yeah.
one, Chris from St. Bonaventure. Hello, Chris from St. Bonaventure.
What's going on,
Good
Chris?
evening.
Please let BSAP into college. We'd appreciate it if you let him into college.
You're his only hope.
Yeah. Help us, Chris from St. Bonaventure. You're our only hope. I'd also like to thank Andrew Brooks for making our logos and our banners and all of our social media channels and our website, which is xsquadron.weebly.com. I also like to thank Will Shelton, who is the young man who created that music you heard at the beginning of the show. That is an original piece by Will, and when he gets back from CFX Maryland, which is a service trip that we do, he's going to be writing us an original tune just for the show. You can find us on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter at XSquadPod, and you can email us at xsquadpod@gmail.com. All right, let's get into the news.
Oh wait, I have a shout out.
All right.
All right. My uncle said he'd
Yes.
only listen to the podcast if
Yeah.
he gets a shout out. So shout out to Uncle Dan.
Uncle Dan.
And he said he's going to try and listen to every episode of the podcast in a row because
Yeah.
he's doing the drive from New York to Chicago.
Okay. How long is that?
Chicago.
Way too long.
Long trip.
Uncle
Would you ever
Dan.
drive?
Welcome to the show, Uncle Dan. Hope you like it.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
We'll see.
Matt's a very informative young man, so
We're kind of also a train wreck, but
we're not a train wreck. We got
Well,
lots of listeners.
I
You're a
am.
train
I'm a
wreck.
train wreck.
Yeah, you're definitely a train wreck.
Okay.
Let's see. Netflix blew up yesterday with announcements. They came out with trailers, which I watched a couple, but not all of them. They came out with trailers for The
Iron-
Defenders.
Yeah, but that was just like them panning over.
Yeah,
a
but still
newspaper.
pretty cool. Luke Cage. They came out with a trailer.
That was cool.
That was an official trailer.
Iron Fist as well.
Iron Fist official trailer. I'm so pumped for these shows. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah.
I'm okay. It's
Yeah, you're okay. You guys don't like Daredevil and Jessica Jones and
Daredevil
I
is one of
always-
my favorite shows.
Daredevil's an amazing show.
I always start it and then I'm like, I'll finish it later. And never
Daredevil
finish
is
it.
fantastic. It's awesome.
You never finished Daredevil?
Oh, I just didn't. It just didn't.
I can't wait for
I
Punisher.
hate the entire cast.
Okay,
I'm
you-
really shocked right now. This is mind blowing.
It's you heard his tone, how disgruntled he was. Well, we went on a trip with the HAP. The HAP is it's for 7th grade geeks that want more math over the summer, right?
You're calling 7th graders geeks. I
I
think
think
there's
to listen to this. I don't think
Yeah,
they're
we have a
gonna
whole
be
we have a whole bunch of listeners. What's wrong? They're geeks. What's the problem? I'm a geek.
what am I?
happy. Moving on.
Yeah, we don't want to know. I can't. I don't. I want you to get into college. I'm not going to say. But we took the kids to the Intrepid. So I'm walking with Pegno and I forget what I said I was reading, but you were like, it's meh, and it's probably one of my most favorite things, whatever it was that I was reading or talking about.
I'm honest.
Pegno just told me that the whole trip to the Intrepid was also stupid.
Well, that's the whole point I'm getting at. The point is that everything on Earth, Matt Pegno was like, meh. It's meh. It's
similar to what I do.
Sucks. It's this. It's that. That's not good. He walked in the other day. I was watching Justice League Doom. That's the spoiler alert. That's the Justice League cartoon where Batman basically
It's Tower of Babel adaptation, pretty much.
he reveals his plans to take down the whole Justice League.
And then the villains get a hold of it and the whole
Right.
thing.
And he was like, it's okay. And
It is okay.
I was at the beginning of watching it, and it ruined the whole movie for me because I got him in the back of my mind saying, it's okay. So I came up with a supervillain name for Matt Pegno. If he was a supervillain, he'd be Mr. Curmudgeon. And he would just go around telling people, that sucks. That sucks. People would be taking a picture at the Empire State Building. He would just knock their phone out and that sucks.
It's so
and he would just run away.
What is my name? Supervillain name.
Your name is you got way too close to the mic when you just said that. What did we say for BSAP? We said something.
You said the jester, but
yeah,
I
you'd
didn't,
be some type of clown.
I didn't think that was good.
You'd be some form of a clown,
Just like, man, look at me.
and I would be like,
I'm the jester.
right, and I would be like the nostalgia-ator. What do we call myself?
Nostalgia tour.
Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
Nostalginator.
Something like that. And everything I touch is turned to the 80s.
I'd watch that movie. I'd watch that movie.
You also watch Pixels.
Considering how good Pixels was, yes.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, that's how he feels about Daredevil. But you like Daredevil, right, Chris?
I think Daredevil was fantastic.
It is. It's awesome.
I was
7 out of
telling
10.
Mr. I on the way here that I really think Spider-Man would fit perfect on a Netflix series.
I don't know if I could take 13 episodes of Spider-Man. It might kill Spider-Man for me.
I know.
I'd like to see him show up every once in a while.
I
That'd be
think it
pretty
would
cool.
be better than the last 2 Amazing Spider-Mans.
Everything would.
I didn't hate those movies.
I didn't hate them either. I just think it would be better.
Yeah. Oh, and if Netflix got a hold of it,
Definitely.
perhaps.
I want Netflix to make a live-action Star Wars show. That'd be
That-
cool.
They teased it on.
That was an April Fool's
Yeah, that was a
joke.
joke though.
Now, when you say live-action Star Wars show, like the whole like the main group of,
No, like, I remember...
or like an offshoot, like a Rogue One type of.
Yeah, sort of like that. I remember there was a George Lucas was creating a live-action show. It was going to be terrible. Emperor Palpatine was going to have a lady friend.
Yes.
I don't,
Yes.
you know...
No.
Yes.
Speaking of April Fool's jokes, I have this joke with my brother, and we said on April Fool's one year.
Big Bro.
Hey,
On April Fool's one year, Disney should like team up with C-SPAN,
Oh my
and they should run it
Oh my
as
God.
G-SPAN, like as the Galactic Senate, and just do an entire day of just like boring Galactic Senate proceedings.
you mean the Phantom Menace?
Yeah.
Which is like
Right.
all like you got like the blue guy, you got all the people.
Natalie Portman.
Masamita.
Yeah, Masamune.
You guys know the name of that blue guy?
Yeah, everyone knows Masamune.
Masamune.
Do you not
I didn't
know
know.
Masamune?
You don't even
Really?
need
No.
you don't even need Natalie
See, I know
Portman.
the
Bail
You could just have,
Organa.
like,
Trivia.
you could just have like all CGI.
The
Just-
E.T.
the
delegation.
It'd be so
The
great.
ET faction.
What's the ET delegation?
In the Phantom Menace,
Yeah.
I think it
There was
was.
an Easter egg where
Oh,
one of the
no, maybe that
Senate
is right behind the
platforms
set.
was ET characters, like
There's like
ET
3
aliens.
ETs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
I
Did you
forget
know
the
that?
official name.
No. But
Wow.
I'm really shocked that he said the cast of Daredevil was bad. Like,
You're still on that.
I'm just because
Well,
Vincent D'Onofrio was the Kingpin.
I
was
gotta be
awesome.
honest.
He was
Yeah,
excellent.
he's
He was the
awesome.
best part of the show.
I hate Foggy Nelson.
As do I.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And I
Fulton
hate
Reed.
Karen Page.
What?
He was Fulton Reed
I know.
from Mighty Ducks.
He was better at Fulton Reed than he is at Foggy Nelson.
He's
I
not
hate
aging
I kind
well.
of like him. He's not that bad.
I don't-
And I hate Karen.
Don't like Karen.
I
either.
hate Karen too.
And
hate
I don't
Karen.
like the guy who plays Daredevil personally.
Really?
Oh, I
Cox.
like the guy who
I
plays
think
Matt
Ben
Murdock.
Affleck was better.
You're out of your mind.
Just joking.
Give me that belt. Oh man, I had to ring the bell. Yeah, I don't like Karen and Foggy. I think that they're so. They're
They're not
like the last season.
good characters.
I actually
Yeah, they're not.
fast forwarded when
Did
they
you
were
really?
just when it was just
Yeah.
them on screen.
I just fast forward emotional dialogue. Period. I have no patience for it.
I just seen action in Star Wars.
Well,
Lasers
I
and
did the-
blasts.
I started doing the same thing on The Flash. Anytime Iris was talking
He
to
was
Joe,
crying.
or
Yeah.
like I was just like, you know what? I'm just unless Zoom is on the screen or The Flash is on the screen, I'm not watching.
I got
show.
to the point in that show where the screenwriting was so predictable, I could like say the line
Yeah.
before the commercial break, and that was really upsetting to me.
Yeah, well,
You know, it's like the worst line in any movie or TV show, and they've used it at like multiple occasions. It's like,
Have you ever?
oh,
heard-
I'm not. It's like no, it's what is it? It's I'm not.
I don't like sand.
No, no, no. it's like oh, you're mad at me. No, I'm not mad at you. Like I'm just disappointed.
Right.
You know,
That's
what every
that
disappointed mother
stereotypical
says.
line, like in like every movie and TV show ever.
No comment.
anybody want to jump on
No
that?
comment. No comment.
Like they use that stereotypical line like 6 times in the show. It's awful. Oh, is it time to stand? Did your Apple Watch tell you it's time to stand?
That's mean, Mr. I. That's really mean.
No one ever actually said anything. Which
No,
was
it
the
was
great
you.
thing.
Yeah, I knew what you were thinking. You.
That's what my mom says to me.
Why would I say that?
Anybody interested in The Tick? They're making a Tick show, the Tick show on Amazon. They're rebooting that. No? Why
I like
are you
The Tick.
laughing? I love how you laugh at stuff that you
Because
don't
I just
even know.
pictured like a little bug.
No, The Tick is actually going to
The
be
Tick is
on.
huge.
Yeah, Tick is big time. He's going to be in Injustice. The
Oh,
Tick,
boy.
or is that Blue Beetle?
That's Blue Beetle.
That's Blue Beetle.
The Tick is
The Tick is the Tick was a cartoon when me and Chris were kids.
and it turned into a live action show.
Yeah, and
I think it's hilarious.
Yeah, it's a comedy.
I'm
It's
just
funny.
imagining a black speck hopping from dog
it's a
to
blue
dog.
speck.
No, he's not a spec though.
Well, no,
He's
yeah,
like-
right. He's a big
He's
guy.
big.
I,
You know the
No,
guy who
when you say
voices
tick,
Joe?
this is what I think
Yeah, I
of.
know what you mean.
It's like a
You know the guy
sequel
who's-
to the
I
1956
I don't think
to them.
dogs aren't
Yeah,
known
the
for getting
movie
ticks.
with
They're
the
known for
giant
getting
ants.
ticks?
You know what I'm
fleas.
talking about.
No, you know,
Ticks?
you know the
But
guy who
fleas
voices
is the
Joe
big
on
thing.
Family Guy?
Yes.
It's him. It's
Yeah.
Patrick
Really?
Warburton. So it's funny.
I would do my Joe. voice,
Amazon
but
will
I
do a
can't.
good job with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have Amazon. You guys?
I do.
it's
I
awesome.
do, but I
You
don't
need
use
it.
it.
Just get
Every
yeah.
movie you could think of, it says it has it for purchase, but not for Prime.
Yeah, but if you have it for Prime, it's cheaper than
Exactly.
than
I'm
iTunes.
still not
There's
wasting
no-
my money.
The
don't
best
have
part about
Prime?
the app is
I
you
have
can
Prime.
download
I was gonna say.
the episodes. So
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
when you
that
have
is
no
great.
service, you can,
That's what I do
you're
on the
not
train.
killing your data.
Yeah.
Right.
It's not like BSAP has like much. He can't add much to the conversation because the only ones the only movies he downloads are the Star Wars ones.
Absolutely. Actually, I'm trying to get the when 1 through 9 is all done. I want to get it all.
Oh.
Gotta
And
catch them all, right?
yeah.
Is it? Are they stopping at 9 or they?
I
Oh,
hope they
God
don't
knows.
stop at
They
9.
said they might go to 10, but I
They
think
are probably not going to stop at 9. It's-
Considering
it
how much
is
money,
Disney.
yeah, considering how much money the movies bring.
I mean, I
in.
think it would be 1 to 9, and then they'll wait a couple of
As long as
years
they don't
and
kill
then do
Han Solo. Oh,
standalone
wait, they
films.
did.
Well, I heard they were supposed to do 7 Star Wars films. So they got
Yeah.
Well, that
they
includes
got Force Awakens. They got Rogue One. They're gonna do Han Solo.
They've confirmed 8 and 9 though.
They got 8
Yeah.
and 9.
They've
That's
confirmed
5.
episode
and
8
then the
and
2 other standalones. That's
What are the 2
It's
other
probably gonna be
standalones?
Boba
Oh no,
Fett.
there's
Are there
only one
rumors
more.
for those?
I don't think there's gonna be a Boba Fett. I just don't think there's a desire for
Eldon
it.
Echinech was confirmed to play Han Solo.
Who is that?
He's the guy.
Eldon Ironrick.
He's the guy who they confirmed to play Han Solo.
we have to refer to him now from as
It's Eldon Echinech. That's his name.
Does anybody watch the Divergent movies?
No.
Those are
My
garbage.
dad watched it.
Those are garbage.
I
Oh my
refuse to watch them. Are
god.
they actually good? I haven't read the books.
My
either.
wife really likes them,
My dad just
and
finished
she's
watching it.
usually a pretty good judge of
The Hunger
Okay.
Games it's like the discount Hunger Games.
And my wife loves the
It's like
Hunger
we
Games
couldn't-
too.
I hate the
movie-
Hunger Games.
I
enjoyed
didn't like
Hunger
the movies. I
Games.
love
ne-
the books. I
I
didn't
never
like the
read the
movies.
books, and
Nerd.
I kind of enjoyed the movies.
That's all right. I
just wanna
love
see
the
people-
Lord of the
I
Rings
just wanna
books
see
more than
people
the
die.
movies.
I'm sick of this whole like YA fiction genre and these like haphazardly made
Dystopias.
Yeah, dystopian like the Maze Runner. How many we have-
I was just about to bring. I love the Maze
Maze
Runner.
Runner is a great movie.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it.
You haven't seen?
Oh, how can you-
Scorch Trials is pretty good too. You saw the second one?
No, I
Scorch
haven't
Trials?
seen the new
Scorch
one.
Trials is.
Well,
Pretty
yeah,
good.
there's the Maze Runner.
And
There's
the next
Divergent.
one's coming out.
There's
Well, then
Hunger Games.
Well, the newest Divergent movie, the final Divergent movie, will be released
on TV, right?
On TV. It'll be released as a TV movie.
Yeah.
That's like
Why?
That's a
I don't
downgrade.
know.
That is.
that's
yeah.
like a kick in the
Why?
teeth. It's
My
kinda-
biggest problem with the dystopias is they don't put any real thought into them,
They don't.
and
like,
they don't
what
make
if in a
sense.
world?
Hunger Games had a lot of thought into it.
Hunger
I
Games.
don't think so at
Okay,
all.
if you take Hunger Games
thought that
into
was a cool
account,
idea.
there were like 2,000 people in the world.
It's a cool idea, but it should have just
In the
ended at
13
the first
districts.
one.
Like,
I thought it was cool.
It
Yeah,
should
I
have
thought it was
ended at
cool.
the
Yeah.
first one.
I thought it was an original idea.
It is original.
the
Yeah.
idea itself is
It's-
original, but
it's an original idea.
logic
Solid
doesn't
6
work.
out of 10 movie.
I give the
7.
I give them all
first
different
one.
ratings. I like the
Yeah.
second one a lot. The second one's probably my favorite.
I actually
one.
didn't like the second one.
Of course you didn't, because
I
I
give it a
liked
six.
it.
You're Matt Pegman.
Anything
You
I
don't
like,
like
you just have
anything.
to just hate it.
Cognitivity.
Cognitivity.
I think
That's
I-
nice. I
yeah,
like
it's
that.
good.
So this is why you're on the show instead of him.
This is for Pagano.
I want a T-shirt.
Oh, we gotta make
We
t-shirts.
need
gotta make
t-shirts.
You gotta make
We gotta
polos.
do something.
We gotta
No,
get
I
a
want
donor. We gotta get in the
t-shirts. No,
line.
like, I want to go out. I want to be
No,
able to
I want
like,
polos
go to
for
my
we can
drawer,
wear,
pull out
and,
my
like,
X-Squadron, T-shirt, and say,
What
look,
about just a T-shirt?
Yeah.
What about a
why do we
t-shirt?
need
When do
a
you ever
polo?
wear a polo outside
school?
of school?
Oh,
We should
Well,
hand
he
him
is
out at
BSAP.
Comic Con.
He might.
He doesn't leave his house.
I'm not. No.
We should print out a bunch and just hand him out at Comic Con.
If you wanna,
It's Xavier.
you wanna
As
raise
goodies.
$500 and we can get some t-shirts printed.
Well, we should-
BSAP's like a
Do you want me to
salmon
just-
shorts
I mean, we could just
polo
donate
kind
it.
of guy.
Oh, I have
We
to tell you
can just
something
pay for
related to
ourselves.
Sam. It's not about me later.
Oh boy. Oh man.
Oh.
That's a deep cut right there. Pagano, Legendary, the company Legendary,
Okay.
and Pokemon
Oh god.
No, not the live.
are
no,
teaming
don't
up for
bring
a
no.
live. I won't bring it up. A live-action Detective Pikachu movie.
Detective
awful.
Pikachu.
This I like.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
This
wait a
I
minute.
like.
I'm just picturing a Pikachu in a Sherlock Holmes hat.
You're exactly right.
Or a Dick Tracy hat.
You are 100%
Is it
right.
confirmed? I don't know.
It's
Is
confirmed.
Pikachu
It's
going
confirmed.
to be played by Danny
I hope it's
DeVito?
played by Danny DeVito.
Oh my god, that'll be amazing.
That would be amazing.
Do not ruin my favorite French.
It's always
No,
sunny.
Pikachu
However-
played by Warwick
okay.
Davis,
Who's Warwick Davis?
the one who played Wicket the Ewok.
Yes.
Oh,
But,
He was
no.
also the leprechaun.
was he?
He was
Willow?
also like a
Or
lot
the guy
of,
from
he was
Game
also
of Thrones.
everything.
Yeah. In all,
he the guy in
in all
Willow?
seriousness,
That's
now,
Peter Dinklage.
Danny
Yeah.
DeVito is a fantastic
Smack him.
actor.
He is.
Which, if they're gonna make a bad Pokemon live-action film, which this is going to be, Danny DeVito is the man.
He
for
could
the
save
job.
it.
Danny
But
DeVito
it's
would
gonna be
save it.
funny because he's in it. Like, do you watch It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Yes, he's
Yeah,
hilarious.
love that
Awesome,
show.
amazing.
Wait, so he's
I'm the
confirmed to be
trash
in
I
it?
man.
think so.
Oh, I hope he's.
I'm
From
the trash.
him.
I get on the
hope
ring
he's-
and I start throwing garbage.
I hope he's every character.
They should let Michael Bay direct it so they can really ruin the
Oh my
franchise.
god.
Yeah, his thunder. It'll be like more explosions than the
started with
anime.
this guy.
Shoots electricity
Pikachu
explosion.
uses Thunderbolt, the world just detonates. The planet
Be the same
explodes.
soundtrack as every other movie he ever made.
Same shots as
You
same
really
yeah.
hate Michael Bay.
I
a
can't
lot.
stand Michael Bay. I
He
really
really
can't.
has no talent when you look at the big picture.
He made one movie, if you think about it.
What
Yeah.
movie?
Which
Which one?
Whatever the first one was, I don't know. What was the first one
He made just an outline for
Bad
yeah,
Boys
for
was
a
good.
movie.
Bad
and
Boys.
Every
Fine.
People like
movie
Bad
that
Boys
he-
too.
I like, no,
they,
there was
they had a
movie he-
rising helicopter scene over the horizon,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, just
Yep.
like every other movie
And they
he
use the
made.
Transformers
Oh, no,
falling
people
into
like-
space scene.
Right.
People like The Rock.
I like The Rock, but I watched The Rock last weekend because it was on TV, and I was like, this is the same. I never noticed how much it was the
I
same
think
as
you're
everything
addicted
else.
to Michael Bay, but you just don't know it.
Oh, you think
This
so?
guy
You
is
think
Yeah,
he's
it's
in
like
my-
I love
huge
Star
Michael
Trek.
Bay
It's like a
fan.
brainwash, this sort
You
of
think
thing.
he's in my head?
Yeah, so like like people like a drug addict. So like I know it's bad, but I just have to keep doing it.
Like a train
You're
wreck?
like, yeah.
Well, I'm
you're-
not going to see the next
you're just-
Transformers movie. I swear to God.
Okay.
Unless one of you guys see it and say it's good.
You're gonna like put on like your shades and.
I'm
your
gonna
hat.
say
You're
I'm
it's
gonna-
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
say
say
it's
it's
good
good
just so you
can
go
see
see
it.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
It was the
James
best
Young
one yet.
Soda.
You're all a bunch of great friends.
No problem.
Shrek 5 has been confirmed.
No, it has.
No way.
Fine.
No way.
Wait. Oh
Yes.
my God. They had a Shrek. Wait,
What is
when
the
did Shrek 4
purpose
come
of
out?
continuing this franchise?
When? I don't know.
Because
I don't know when. Didn't give a date.
Every Shrek movie is amazing.
I love this.
This is
Every
great.
memer is gonna go see it.
Oh my god, it's awful.
That's their audience. at
Yeah,
this
really.
point. Not even kids
Watch
anymore.
this one be the highest grossing one because of the memes.
Donkey. I just can't. I don't watch anything.
He
unless
might
it's
be on my
Pixar.
creatures list.
Oh, he might be.
God.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Say no
When are
more.
we doing an
Spoiler
episode
alert.
for the best Disney movies?
We are. We're gonna have Miss Morenzoni's gonna be on that one.
Okay, good.
I thought we
'Cause
were
I need to
shoot-
talk about
AKA
Lion
Miss
King. I
Quigley,
need to talk about Lion
AKA
King.
Huh?
Miss Man also wants to be on it.
Yeah, they're
Man-
sisters,
This
so they
man
can
wants
come
to
on
do
together.
princesses.
We need more microphones. We're
Yeah.
getting more and more people.
We just use yours.
Yeah.
I can't. I hold myself up for these.
They're rebooting Tomb Raider.
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't think there was anything wrong with the first Tomb
With
Raider.
whom?
No, there isn't.
Alicia Vikander.
Yeah, she was the lady who was the robot in Ex Machina.
Oh, right.
I have that and I still haven't watched
I
it.
haven't watched it yet.
It's supposed to be great, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be like.
And that's Matt
female
Miani's
Indiana
favorite thing to
Jones.
say. Dos ex machina.
Deus Ex
If she
Machina.
does
Great
the
impersonation, by
unexplained-
the way.
And about
Deus Ex
90,
Machina.
like 9 out of 10 times, he doesn't even use it the right way.
I really
Yeah.
hate like the lazy writing, the Dos ex machina.
Oh, God.
What's funny is that.
Hi Matt, we miss you.
What's funny is he's probably not even
don't.
listening.
No, he's not.
No,
He's
shot.
definitely not.
We'll see if he does. We'll see when he comes back if he's listening. If he tells me, I heard you.
He's in the
home.
Hamptons.
The Hampton.
Arrow season 5's villain will be a product of Oliver's vengeance.
Yes, I read this. So, basically, we basically have no information about the new season except for that, and apparently it's someone that Oliver like hurt or like either physically or someone in his family, like when he was busy killing people in
Hope
the
it's
earlier
Moira Queen.
seasons.
Okay.
It's Moira Queen.
She comes back.
So-
it just starts turning into like a soap
Does
opera.
anyone like have
like
any
Game of
ideas
Thrones.
of who that
That's
could
some
be?
Game of Thrones
Like,
stuff.
Or steal.
I feel like it's gonna be like they're gonna show like a flashback sequence to like back when Oliver just
could it
shot
be,
someone.
though?
It's gonna be some random guy off the street that
In
they
the
make.
list, some guy in the list maybe, or all those
Ooh,
dead.
maybe that's a good idea.
Yeah, what
actually.
happened to the list?
Did he finish the list, or did he just say
No,
I can't?
he
I can't
abandoned it. I'm
finish
pretty sure he
abandoned the list.
abandoned
Pretty
it.
sure he was just like, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe it was somebody on the list. Maybe he got somebody in the leg, didn't kill him.
You know,
Yeah.
Deus Ex Machina.
Let's see.
But wait, I have the
Oh,
just
go ahead.
before we
Make sure you
move
put your
on.
phone real close to the microphone.
No,
so I
it's,
get
it's on
feedback.
airplane mode, friend.
All right, great. Friend.
Although, I
I just want to while we're on the topic of Arrow, I just want to bring up the new season comes back October 5th. So
And
if
are
anyone's
all
interested,
3 shows coming on at the same time?
That
not
I
for
don't
nothing,
know.
They got a great lineup. Like Monday's going to be Supergirl.
Which I don't watch.
Tuesday's The Flash.
which I kind of
Wednesday's
watch,
Arrow.
which I watch,
Thursday's
Legends.
League
I got
of
some,
Legends of
which I
Tomorrow.
don't watch.
Legends of Tomorrow can be okay.
You said legal.
The only one I
I did
I
say League of
actually
Legends.
I kind of watched The Flash. I still haven't finished the last season. But Arrow is the only one that I actually follow.
The finale was actually pretty good.
It
I
was.
think I'm gonna try
Considering,
this.
considering
The
the,
last-
Arrow finale was
The
awful.
last 15 minutes. Just watch the last 15 minutes.
The race.
Before that, he just cries.
So
The
yeah,
Race?
Arrow comes
Yeah.
back
The
October
race is
5th.
bad.
Well, it was the best part of the show, is what I'm
was-
saying.
Wow.
You know what
Yeah.
upsets me about Arrow? They completely.
That it's the same show every time?
Yeah.
Oh.
And in
CW.
season, I want to say season 3, they completely debased Deathstroke's value.
Yeah.
It's like Slade Wilson, because even without Mirakuru, he's
A beast.
He's a beast.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
they
he's-
they made him like awful.
He was a great part of that
He
show.
was, he
He
was
was.
the best part of that show.
Hey, that kid.
Yeah.
He's great. I love them. The first 2 seasons of Arrow were unbelievable.
They were great.
Amazing.
But then they just
Fell
ran
apart.
out of like
But
original things
Damien
to do.
Dark was a fantastic villain.
He was so good.
He's so. I hate you right now.
Here comes the pegativity.
That's gonna be your catchphrase. Meh. But that's usually B-Sap's catchphrase. No, it's more of a. Meh.
Did you guys watch Smallville?
No.
I love Smallville.
I refuse to
Yes.
watch it because
Smallville,
it's Superman
they
related.
did kind of the same thing to it.
I
Smallville
think-
was awesome. in
I
the
think
80s.
Smallville
Yeah.
was able to
Isn't it
introduce a
10
new element
seasons?
every season. It's 9 seasons, I think.
Oof, that's rough.
I think because like in the first season he could really only he only really had super strength, and then by like season 3 he could like run really fast, and he could jump really far, and then he had laser vision. So I thought they kept
You
it
know,
interesting and introducing new
My
elements.
biggest problem is continuity issues because if
Retcon.
you have Oliver Queen,
Canon.
who at the end of season 3 could go toe to toe with Ra's al Ghul and ended up beating him in a sword fight, then season 4 comes around and he's getting like beaten up by like an ex-SWAT person.
Yeah,
like
like an Argus agent.
Yeah,
Deus Ex
like,
Machina.
Just some random, just, like, just some random person. giving
I
him
need
issues.
I need to record him saying it and
So you
use
just
it
have
as
a
a
button
sound.
that's like Deus Ex Machina.
Right.
Mr. I, did you watch Lucifer?
Not yet.
I did.
What? Yeah.
Did you like it?
I wanted.
I liked it. It's good,
What I
right?
wanted to ask you was what channel it's on.
Oh, I actually yes,
on
it's on
Fox?
Fox, but I watch it on my illegal app that no one's supposed to know about. But yeah,
Did I ask you about Lucifer and you said it was okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
is
I
it
thought
too
was okay.
police procedural for you? That's
I
a problem a
It's
lot
a
of
cop
people
movie?
have.
A show? It's a cop show?
It's a police procedural mixed with supernatural elements.
My
okay.
only
So it's
problem-
CSI with Twilight Zone.
Never.
My
never
own-
That would
watched
actually be
Twilight
really
Zone.
cool.
Twilight
Is that-
Zone.
They already made that. It's called the X Files.
Not like the Twilight Zone, like I really like the original Twilight Zone. show.
I feel like,
Like, I really
feel like they
Yeah, it's
might have. I feel like they weakened Lucifer a bit too much.
That's the thing. Like
I'd like him to be stronger.
that's why I
the
like the
movie.
season finale, because in the season finale he just goes. Do you remember like the warehouse
Yeah.
scene? Like when they start shooting at him, he just goes nuts.
He go. Yeah, but like what I'm saying is like when you first
He should still
introduced the
have
show
more
to me-
power.
When you first introduced the show to me, you brought up how like spoiler because he already said this on air. How the cop lady is like the only person who can like hurt him.
Exactly.
But it turned out to be like whenever he's around like, or like in the general vicinity
Right,
of the
of
cop
So
lady.
she's
of
kind of
her.
like kryptonite.
Right, exactly. So like whenever
Yeah.
she's like, let's say in the same room as him, he can get shot by
I would
someone.
have liked it more if it was only her. Like only she could
Not the-
physically
not
hurt
the
him.
vicinity
Not
kinda
just the
thing.
vicinity kind of thing.
Because like in one part of the show, he's standing next to her, or well, he's near her,
Right.
and she shoots him, and like other guys shoot him, and he gets hurt. Like there's bullet wounds, and he's physically hurt. But when she's not with him, and like there's the warehouse scene, when there's like a million guys like with machine guns are shooting at him, he's just taking the bullets like it's nothing because she's not there.
He did the Vader.
Yeah, he
I was
did. No,
gonna
he
say
did.
it.
Did you guys watch Preacher yet?
Yes.
I'm not caught up. I've seen the first few.
I
No.
didn't.
Oh, that's good.
But yeah,
All right.
if,
I think I'm
Lucifer
Did
comes
you watch
back.
it yet, Chris?
No, I
It,
didn't
it
get to
is
watch
actually
it.
really good.
It's really
It is good.
There's a lot of
Lucifer
good
season
ones.
2 is
Yeah.
September 19th for everyone.
Oh,
who's,
cool.
Nice.
Rick and Morty had some news too.
Okay.
They're coming back. They're trying to get some episodes out by the end of the season.
Am I a communist if I've never seen that?
You're
No, but you need to see it. Have you ever seen Rick and Morty? If you take
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future, Christopher Lloyd and Marty, Doc Brown and Marty, and just make a cartoon about how ridiculous they are.
Wait, that's
it's
what
Rick,
it is?
It's Rick and Morty. Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
It's probably like one of my top 10 favorite
It's,
shows.
you gotta watch
That's
it. It's,
cool.
it's funny.
There's
Is it a Cartoon Network?
yeah. There's one episode where it's my favorite episode is the one where they have the parasites that create people that you're like. So there's like this bug that goes in your mind.
Oh, God.
And then it like creates like these parasites that make you think that you like have like a really close connection with these people.
No
And-
secrets. No secrets.
Yeah, we
Alright,
can't
go
say
ahead.
it on the
Yeah.
air.
What'd you do?
I
Yeah,
don't
and then they just have to figure out who's real and who's fake.
Probably really offensive.
Yeah.
And inappropriate.
Yeah.
But he's like the guy who plays Doc Brown is like he takes Doc Brown to a next level.
Like he has like this whole existentialism sort of vibe going on. Like he doesn't care. Like he's blowing up entire worlds and just like whatever.
You gotta watch it. It's funny. Batman: The Killing Joke. I'm gonna keep plugging this every week until it comes out.
Please do.
Yes.
I've got
And
tickets.
They're doing a screening, a 1-day screening on the 25th of July.
No,
July,
it's Monday
you
and
mean?
Tuesday.
Oh, it's Tuesday as well. They're only doing it 1 day in Staten Island, so I'm going
Should
to
I-
see it. Chris is coming with me,
going.
I gotta
and
go
Mike
get-
and Joe.
I'm seeing it with
Hey,
Brooks.
Joe, hey,
I
Mike.
want to get tickets for that. Gotta call up some people.
Get some Fandango.
It's on Fandango.
I know. I just gotta. Call
I
up
doubt
some
a lot of people are going to go. I don't think a lot of people.
I
Me and
gotta-
Brooks are going.
I got
Me and Brooks are going.
Got to
Oh,
text my
nice.
peeps, my people,
The connections.
We're all
my
right here.
connections.
I can't wait for it. I heard it got very good reviews.
I'm not surprised.
Assuming.
Oh
I would
yeah,
assume
it
so.
has like a 9 on IMDb.
Wow. All right,
Which
cool.
is pretty good.
Yeah, considering
That's very
IMDb
good.
gives
Star
really good
Wars
movies
Rebels
like terrible ratings.
season 3 trailer
Oh,
came
wait,
out.
Wait, are we waiting for?
I'm doing this now. I can't.
Do you want to do this now?
No.
Because
Yes,
I'll
no
do it now then.
patience.
Don't go too in depth in it. If you want to save it till later, we can go in depth in it
Because
later.
I have like a little few.
Yeah.
I have some things I want to bring up. In
okay, so
conversation.
I got like 2 more things left.
yeah,
here.
let's just wait till a
But
galaxy.
there's so
far
much
away.
stuff to talk about.
I know.
So many
Seth, it's okay.
informations.
Wait. Did I talk? No, there was a Rogue One behind the scenes reel at Star Wars Celebration.
We already talked about it.
No, it was
Yeah,
on the
but it
other
got
podcast.
erased.
Oh, right,
It got
it got
erased.
It was talked about when they promised us they would give us a trailer, and they didn't. So naturally, I'm very annoyed. What else? There was a Rogue One panel. Not a lot was revealed at this. This is a very secret movie when you think, but this is even worse than The Force Awakens because we at least know who's in The Force Awakens and what exactly the premise is. And
Really, I disagree.
tell me how.
Well, The Force Awakens, we had no idea where the story was going. This one, we know what the item, like what the goal of the movie is. It's the rebels are trying to steal the tapes to the Death Star. When The Force Awakens came out, we didn't know. The objective of the whole movie was to, save Luke Skywalker.
We know what happens after Rogue One.
We know what happens.
Yeah.
So we
Like,
know
we know A New
we know
Hope is
where
next.
it started and we know where it's going. We just don't know the middle.
Yeah, we
With
know
The
Leia's
Force
not gonna
Awakens,
die.
it's an open book.
Right,
No.
exactly.
I think when we kind of like when we saw the first trailer with Rey and Finn, we kind of we saw Finn in the storm. We kind of got an idea.
Rogue
I had no
One.
idea.
Rogue One. I feel
I
like
had
they all
no
have to
idea.
die.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, they do.
Well, actually,
With when
It's the same thing with
one of the, I
Rebels.
forgot his name. Who was in the cast of Rogue One on the panel? He's like when
oh yeah, he told that the
he's like when his character dies.
no, when I die, he said.
No, he said when his character. He pointed to what's his face.
The man who was blind and
yeah,
has
the
this-
blind,
the
the
ninja
blind
man.
guy. Yeah, the
Yeah.
ninja dude.
The blind
Donnie
ninja
Yen.
man.
Donnie Yen, that's right. So when he points at Donnie Yen, and he's like, when his character dies, and like there was a collective like, ugh, that he just said that.
This is why I stay off the internet.
It's because it's not a secret.
I mean, it's not a
should say-
secret.
The
I mean,
internet is
they-
a dark place.
I wouldn't be surprised if everyone died.
But it did, the panel started off really cool. It started off with a New Hope crawl, and then at the second paragraph where it talks about the rebel spies in the battle, it stops and it gets like all warlike.
Glitchy.
Yeah,
Glitch.
and you
Really
hear
cool.
like the radios like how like all the. I gotta
And
show
the
you.
sirens
after.
probably going
And then
off
the-
somewhere.
yeah,
I hope they start the actual movie off. like
It's
that.
not starting like that.
I know, but
Kathy
it'd be
Kennedy
cool, though.
confirmed there's
I
no
want
crawl.
Porkins. As long as they have Porkins.
As long as
Bail
they're
Organa is
There's no
Porkins is the
crawl at
only
all?
survivor.
What's he gonna do? Sit in the
But-
chair? I think that's all he can do.
The only
Bail
survivor
Organa-
is Porkins.
Bail
Well, he's
Organa-
in. I mean, he's in the later movie, so
is.
he's got to survive.
He's got to survive.
Don't hit.
Bail Organa. Bail Organa is in the movie,
Okay.
so he's returned. His
Jar
character.
Jar in the movie.
Hey, you never
Theoretically,
The
he
death
could
of
be.
Jar Jar.
George Lucas
That's how they
visited.
explain.
That'd be good.
That'd be good, right?
We
Or if-
found it.
if
This is it.
Rebels, they could do it.
War in Rebels, yeah.
If, I don't think anyone would watch Rebels if he showed up.
I would.
What if they just killed
like
him?
Jar Jar.
What if they
Okay.
just showed? What if he showed
He's
up
on
to
even
kill
for
him?
one episode, like Kanan Jarrus just cuts his head off.
Or they finally revealed that he was the secret Sith Lord from the second
The
movie.
secrets.
The secret
the
Sith
Sith,
Lord.
the Sith Lord.
The secret Sith Lord.
A Sith Lord.
A Sith Lord.
They're making a 13-foot bronze statue of Captain America, which is going to be in Brooklyn, New York. Which I'm a little.
Oh, here.
You wish it was
Because
on Staten
I wish it
Island?
was. No, I wish,
wish
it
it
was
was in Manhattan.
In Manhattan,
'Cause
where he's
from,
supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's just another thing.
Wasn't he from? No,
he's
he's
from
from.
No, in the comics, he's
No,
from Lower Manhattan.
comics.
He's from the Lower East Side.
Oh,
Yeah, but
I forgot
Brooklyn,
you did your
but
10-page
Brooklyn is the
term paper on
superior
Captain
borough, so therefore he has to be there.
1941.
No, they're doing the MCU universe where they say he's from Brooklyn.
That's weird.
Yeah,
But the MCU is better.
still pretty cool.
Is it the
statue's
statue near
really
MCU
cool.
Park?
For 70
Okay,
years.
see, this is why we're kicking you off the
Ring the bell.
podcast.
It's where the
Thank you.
cyclones. It's where the cyclones play.
It's a pretty cool statue.
Thanks,
He's like
genius.
holding his shield up like this. He's
Yeah,
all,
that's pretty-
he's
that's
all
cool.
sweet.
It's all
Or-
captainy and American.
Yeah, he's all Captain America. Let's
Should
see
be
what
in
else we
Manhattan,
got. Emails? Anybody want to do more news? I can just go straight to emails.
We could talk about emails.
Email.
Oh boy. Emails from Mike Moran. one of
Hello,
our-
Mike
How's
Moran.
he doing?
What's up, Mike
Yo.
Moran?
He had a very good idea for another show topic, which was how about you take popular stuff that's in pop culture now and pick the stuff that we hate, which is kind of the opposite
I
of what
really
we did
wanna
last
do
time.
that. I really
I
want
can
to
Last
do
time we
that.
did guilty
1,000
pleasures,
things.
and now we can say the popular stuff that we really
We
dislike.
have a lot of things. We have a lot of show
Well,
ideas.
Matt
have,
hates everything.
I think
I
it's
hate
just
everything.
Matt. I don't hate it.
we have a lot of show ideas.
It's
We
meh.
have favorite Pixar movies, favorite Disney movies,
Future
Disney princesses. We're somehow going to talk about.
I want to do one with futures, just future
Favorite
movies.
Kevin James movies.
Star
Where,
Wars.
exactly, where
the
Kevin
Star
James
Wars
is the
thing we're
president
doing.
in Pixels.
What
The
was it?
Hunger Games
The
one.
Hunger
which I'm
Games
gonna
we're
talk
doing with
about.
Jesus Christ in it.
He wins.
Yes, Jesus.
And then there was I thought of one watching the politics on the TV there the other day, and I thought of what if we chose sci-fi
Characters to be in
presidents and
yeah.
cabinet members, but they have to. You got to go by American rules. They got to be 35 or old. They got to be born in America. So you can't have Superman, obviously.
I can't
as
have
president.
Chancellor.
I wouldn't have
I
seen-
can't have
Yeah, we
Sheev.
can't have Sheev.
You can't
Why
have
can't we have
No Ben
Chancellor
Podneros.
Valorum.
What about Chancellor Valorum?
No, none of those unless they're born in America. I think that would be a cool idea. But yeah, we got lots of show topics. So
Funny
that's
in
good.
the UK, a couple weeks after the Brexit vote happened,
Oh, boy.
there was a like a cabinet member or a mayor or something. and
Boris
the
Johnson.
The people did actually end up putting a vote of no confidence in him. And I was like scrolling through like news and I saw like vote of no confidence and I just died.
You should have screen capped. You should have taken a picture of it. He wanted to know if you saw Guardians of the Galaxy yet. I think
He
that was-
hasn't.
I think that was part
It's
of
on
his question.
Star. I keep meaning to do it.
Yeah.
I have work. I'm tired.
I have
Big Bros
work.
home.
I'm tired. Yeah.
It's in space
Bros
and they have
home.
lasers.
Sap, yesterday after work, I went home and rewatched every movie in the the original Bourne.
You are
trilogy.
16 years old, right?
I'm 17
You're
years
17 years old.
I
And you-
rewatched
and
the
you're
Bourne
complaining-
trilogy.
He's already complaining about having too many
being outside
responsibilities.
in 95
Yes, I
degrees
do.
with
I work
8-year-olds
half every day.
in this wonderful air-conditioned
Yeah, and I have to go
climate.
out and play wiffle ball every day with them and take them to the Intrepid.
Wow.
Gross.
Yeah.
Wiffle ball.
And I have 2 kids to go home to and take care of.
Well, you're always roasting me somehow.
Yeah.
Any
But
time
Mr.
of the
Law,
day.
you-
So it doesn't
look at
seem
who
like
you're
you're
dealing
taking
with
care
here.
of-
He just doesn't have
Yeah.
the capabilities of a normal
I
person.
think you should
He takes it a little
take
slow.
a half hour away from reading all this nonsense about Star Wars.
I don't read.
Especially
it, I
Rogue
watch it.
One, because it's not not going to be really that good.
Whoa.
Okay, now
He's
you're
Gareth
triggered me.
Edwards is directing it, and
I'm triggered.
he
Why
did-
isn't going to be good?
Oh,
He
it's-
did the first Godzilla,
well,
the new
yes,
Godzilla.
Exactly, and he
It
did
was all
indie
right.
films, The Monsters. I don't know if you guys ever saw that on
The-
Netflix. It wasn't that good either.
Godzilla's coming up later, by the way.
You wanted to talk about there was a Godzilla release. Didn't you say you wanted to talk about that?
Big news in Godzilla front.
Godzilla Resurgence, right?
Godzilla Resurgence is
Man,
actually
talk.
getting released in U.S. theaters.
Oh.
It's going to be later this year. I think it was, what was it?
Is it in the text message?
It's in the text message. One, I forget the name of the studio. I've never heard of the studio before that's actually going to have the rights to release it to theaters. It's going to be end of this year.
You also
So,
have
like,
to talk about
It doesn't say, it
how
just
you
says
think The
big
Force
news.
Awakens was a terrible movie, so I could argue.
We will get to that, but I think you should watch
I do want to
to
watch
Please
it.
watch Guardians.
Yeah.
I want to, but God,
Great
being
movie.
live.
Many people
we
say
had-
it's the best in the MCU.
It's like 2 hours.
I
It's
don't,
up
but-
there. It's up there.
I say it's one of the top 3.
Yeah. Okay. We also got a email from Esteban Rivera, one of
What's
our
up?
big listeners as well. He actually gave us the idea for the Hunger Games. Now, what that
we should
means?
call it something. Like Stephen Colbert calls his like the presidents, right? The Hungry for Power games. We have to call it something.
Well,
different.
he found this website that
The Sap
had
Showdown.
a bunch of heroes playing the Hunger Games in Jurassic Park, and the game master is the guy from Saw. What's his name?
Jigsaw.
Jigsaw.
Yep, Jigsaw. Which we're keeping. Jigsaw is the.
That's
Yeah,
fine, and I
yeah.
think Jurassic Park would be a cool
Yeah,
venue.
Jurassic Park's pretty cool.
Wait, is it Jurassic Park the original or the one with like the mega T-Rex, not like
Not the original
giant
one,
thing?
original Jurassic Park, but I think
Why the original? The new one's
The
better.
new
are
one is
fine.
a,
The new one,
Really?
jeez.
Why
No,
is
I
the
don't
new
want to be in
one's
the.
better than
I don't
the
want to be in the.
Jurassic, Jurassic World is the best movie in the franchise.
No,
You're out of
but
your mind, the
Here's
first
my
one.
problem with
Whoa,
that.
time
movie in the
out.
The
franchise.
original one,
Okay.
Oh,
the
that's
original
pretty
one
bad.
was the whole like jungle. in and of itself.
The third
like,
one
here
was the
they have
worst.
like little habitats for them to.
Jurassic
He's
Park.
gonna eat the goat. Sorry, I love that one.
I mean, Jurassic World was exactly
the
like-
same movie, yeah.
but they added in.
But worse.
Yeah.
And
It
there
was
was a
very
mosasaur. There was a mosasaur. It instantly is better.
Don't get me wrong, I love Jurassic World, and when I watched it, I was like, "Wow, is this better than the first one?" I actually asked myself, "Is this better than the first one?" I'm like, "Nah."
You know what I
nothing's-
think it is?
Nothing's gonna connect with me like the first one did.
I'll tell you
Yeah.
what it is. I think when you watch the film and you see all the technology is like in your time, and the things you see aren't. I mean, the first Jurassic Park isn't that old in perspective.
Oh, that's pretty old. What was it 90?
It was 93.
93?
But and they gave you the
guys
throwback
weren't
when
even
they
born.
when they used the Jeep. You remember
Yeah,
Jurassic
like-
World?
right.
They
like-
gave you the.
Like
was
the,
good.
Like the one
No,
from
it
the
was
original
very-
didn't have the same technology.
Well,
like,
definitely
like
the se- if
bringing
it's
back
not the best, the
dinosaurs.
second best.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, they just didn't have the
Jurassic-
same technology that we do nowadays. They could just revive dead animals.
Jurassic World lacks the practicality of Jurassic Park.
How? It's a giant monster got free.
Those are all CGI raptors, and they look.
Do you want to have
terrible.
real dinosaurs on set?
I'm
What
gonna
do you
They
disagree.
had the-
I thought
have
they
you
looked
seen
pretty
the
cool.
costumes
They do look
in the
pretty
original
cool.
Jurassic Park? Those are incredible prosthetics.
You probably like original Yoda better than you like CGI.
I love
Do
original
you like
Yoda
Puppet
better.
Yoda from the Phantom Menace that looks like he has
No,
a couple
that
of
looks
drawers
like-
I can't
Cross-eyed
say?
sock
No,
puppet
that
Yoda.
looks like Yoda's crack.
How does this
addict
always
brother.
go back to Star Wars?
This is
It's the
he-
only
brought-
thing he
I
knows
brought it
about.
up. I
He
brought
brought it
Yeah,
up. He
Pagano brought it up.
Mr.
I
I,
like
got a
Puppet
suggestion.
Yoda better. Not Phantom Menace puppet. I like the original five and six puppet.
Really? I don't.
I think it's.
What's your suggestion?
Here's my suggestion. B-Sap has to go an entire show.
Yeah, without talking. Yeah.
Without a Star Wars reference other than his news.
Okay.
Impossible.
No,
It
I'm
could
not
be
you
doing
do
it.
it.
And then
I already
what-
know it's impossible.
What are the
so no.
consequences if he doesn't?
No, then he'll just sit here because he won't have anything.
One,
to
You know what?
You only can receive one
he has to
quarter
do-
portion.
He has to go a whole week wearing a Devil's jersey to school.
No, I already no, no, no.
uniforms.
I've already done this.
And I have pictures of him in a devil's
I've already
uniform.
done this.
I've already
we
done
got to
this.
come up with something.
All right.
No, how about every dress down day for the rest of the year?
Absolutely
Spock
not.
ears.
That's mean.
Spock
That's
ears?
no.
Spock ears.
He'll be out of uniform. He'll get in trouble.
Go
On
ahead.
the, on the podcast,
Yeah.
Spock ears.
No, I hate Spock.
On air?
I don't like
That
Spock.
we could that we could do. Or a
Why-
picture
wait,
of
why
him
don't-
in Spock ears on the website.
Wait, you don't
Yeah,
like
we
Spock?
can upload it
No,
onto
I don't
the
like
website.
Star Trek.
Why not?
Because it's Star Trek.
Because it's a
Why?
weak franchise.
Did you ever
not a
see any
franchise.
Star Trek movies, TV shows?
I've seen one of the movies.
Which one?
The Wrath of Khan, probably, because it's
Yep.
the only one.
No, the one JJ directed.
And you just like
Good
it?
old JJ. We refer
I
to him
liked
by
it.
first name
I
because we're
liked
so
it.
close.
Wait,
I don't like Star
Into
Trek. I just don't-
Darkness?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
Into
just don't-
Darkness.
I just don't like Star
I
Trek.
think that one's better than the first one.
I like the Into Darkness. I like the
I
new
like
kid who they got playing Kirk.
what they did in
What's his name? He's going to be.
Christopher Pine.
Yeah, he's going to
Yes.
be in the Wonder Woman movie.
Yes,
Oh,
as
boy.
I love what they
Steve.
did in.
Steve Trevor.
Steve Trevor.
I love what they did in Fanboys, the movie. What they did with when the encounter between Star Wars guys and the Trekkies.
Oh, that was funny.
That was
That's
Did
a
you
good
ever
movie.
Did you ever see Insult the Comic Dog?
Awesome.
Oh my god! I showed you the thing.
I've seen
Oh, yeah, I
Courage
know.
the Cowardly Dog.
What's
no,
that?
no. I have to show you
Shut
this
up.
later.
That show is terrifying.
Back to Esteban's email. He came up with the Hunger Games idea, but we also want to change some of the people. We think we should change some of the people in the list.
we will. No, we're not using
We
that
will.
I
exact
think we
one.
should
Are we
just.
using? Are we still keeping Jesus?
We were thinking about putting Jesus in it, but I don't
Yeah.
think that's appropriate.
That doesn't make sense.
That's probably not
It-
appropriate.
It doesn't make sense.
And wouldn't he just keep coming back?
Wouldn't he? If you
Every
if
3
you-
days.
if you
Every
go-
3
days. Yeah, but
if
wait
you
a minute,
go
the
by
se-
the
his
fact
second
that he's
coming is the
gone,
end of the
he could just
world.
vaporize people by going like.
But
All right,
when was the
thanks for
last
taking it
time
literal.
Jesus
Does it
vaporized
respawn
someone?
like in
theoretically, he
Halo,
has the
like where
power
Elias
to.
got killed? Or,
Right.
Yeah.
Mission failed. Look at him next time.
But like some of the
Outstanding
people,
Marines.
some of the people in that
You know that
list, I don't
one.
think would last a day.
Oh yeah.
Like
no.
Sarah Connor, like what has she done in the movie? to-
Sarah Connor
would-
would.
what about
Sarah
Sarah
Connor's
die?
a survivor, man.
you didn't say Sarah
But she
Palin,
would
did you?
die.
I would give it to Katniss before I give it to Sarah Connor. At least she has home field advantage, or she's been in the games before.
No, no. This is a
Katniss
new
would
arena for
die.
Katniss.
Yeah, but she knows what the games are like.
think
I
Sarah
don't
Connor-
think a
None of you
monster
stand. None of you
T-Rex is-
stand. None of you stand a chance against Jigsaw. That's all I'm gonna say.
All right, so Esteban also wanted to know if we saw that Iron Man is going to be replaced by a 15-year-old girl, and how we.
I hate it. I hate
respond
it.
to
I
that.
hate it. I hate it.
Didn't I feel like we
Do you hate it because she's a girl,
No.
or
Yes, 1,000 times yes.
No, I hate
Why?
it because she's a 15-year-old
because it's
girl.
because it's
All right.
it's just a ploy for political correctness.
okay?
It
I think
is.
I might
Even
drink some
Donald,
H2SO4.
Donald J. Trump said we need to stop being so politically correct in his last.
Okay,
GOP
this conversation
We will
is now
not
over.
be talking about politics.
we
We, want to
please
talk about
talk?
Iron Man.
This conversation
Which,
is
but see, Mr.
and
Rod,
this conversation's now over.
no, the problem. Listen for a second.
Okay.
The problem with the political correctness movement is that it's now infusing its way into stuff that we all know and love, like Iron Man and the superhero stuff.
You had a problem at the beginning when you found out Ray
Oh,
was a
God.
woman. you like when the lead of a Star Wars
There's no
movie.
coincidence that the two lead characters in
She's
episode
not
7
bad.
are
She's actually
black
very
and a
talented.
woman.
There's a woman, an African American.
It's not a coincidence.
Latino man.
This is what I have wrong with it. I don't like the fact that they're replacing a character,
Make
a
an
new
icon.
character.
All right, making a new character would be different.
Right.
Why
Like they
I
do.
like that.
Like they do that with everything. There's like
Exactly.
they replace Thor with
Yeah,
a
Marvel
female
has an
Thor.
obsession
And I,
with turning people
You
into
can't
other
do, 'cause
people.
Thor's like a one and only.
and I don't
like,
care if it's
he's a
I
god.
don't care if there's a female Thor, but I like Thor. Don't get rid of Thor. Make a new character.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, I agree with
Don't
that.
fix what's not broke.
But I
yeah,
think-
I like Richard
Broken.
Blake.
But I think they have a. The thing is, they want to get new readers, right? They want to get a whole new
Yeah.
set of readers.
I really
but in
don't
the same,
think this is going to be getting all the girls to go into
You don't
the
know
comic
that.
book
You-
stores
you
and all the
really-
boys are like,
No, you don't know
"Oh,
that.
you
hi
really
there."
You don't
really
know
don't
that.
know that.
Do you know how many
But
girls went to
I-
go see Star Wars: Force Awakens because Rey was the lead?
Yeah.
Absolutely,
And it worked.
My friend Mike, who was here last week,
It's,
has
the,
two,
Hey,
it's the
Mike.
third
has two
highest
little
grossing
girls
movie of all time.
who absolutely love that Star Wars movie because of Rey,
Yeah.
and that's great. I think that's awesome, and I did that.
Yeah, my sister.
And that's a
really
new
liked her.
character. She didn't take the place of Luke.
Yeah.
She
Right,
didn't-
exactly.
You know what I mean? That's a brand
Well,
new character.
when you
Had-
think about it, she's a random person from a desert planet looking for something.
No,
in
no, I
life.
get that.
Luke
but what
is
I'm
not
saying
a random
is,
person.
He is not a random person.
He is
He
a
is the
very
in the
son of-
specific
timeline of the
person.
Star Wars,
Son of Anakin
in the time of the
Skywalker.
Star Wars
He's the
movies,
offspring.
He's the offspring.
of the chosen one. No, of the chosen one. Yeah.
but yeah, I just don't like them taking away a character to put in a new character. Like
Yeah.
with Miles Morales. People love Miles Morales. That's awesome. There's a new. They didn't have to take Peter Parker away
And
to give you Miles Morales.
Also, that
Exactly.
with this new character, you're missing the essence of what Iron Man is.
Right.
Because with Miles Morales, he was still a 15-year-old kid in high
Right.
school.
And Tony Stark is a
Stark
rich billionaire
He's
playboy.
a playboy.
Yeah.
He's a philanthropist, whatever. And she's not going to be a playboy, is she?
no,
No.
I don't think
And she's
so.
not going to be going to wild parties, but she's 15 years old.
Right.
She's not a billionaire.
And she's not a billionaire, so it takes away some of the core
Which is
elements.
what makes Iron
And
Man
in the
fun.
Marvel
Yeah.
universe, there are like multiples of characters now that I don't like. There are going to be two Iron Mans.
Yes, there's going to be Victor Von Doom Iron Man.
This
and
is the reason
Girl
why I
Iron Man.
only follow the MCU and not the comics because
Right.
it's clean and nice
Like
And not political.
and not
they have
politically
this.
correct.
I got this.
I
This
follow
magazine.
Golden Age comics. Golden Age comics are
Just like
That's
DC, just like DC is having a rebirth where they're rebooting all their characters. Marvel's doing this thing called Marvel Now,
Okay.
which is where they're rebooting things like that. And that's how I learned about that. But if you some of the things look really cool and some of it look like trash. Like they have something called the Champions now, which is basically Teen Titans for Marvel.
Okay.
Okay, whatever. That's okay.
No, but like with Teen Titans, it was all the sidekicks, which made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
This is just
Yeah, but, like-
this is like some
Like
of your
Water
core-
Boy, what was the kid's name? Aqualad? Come on.
I love Aqualad.
That's
Aqualad.
awful.
if it's Waterboy, that's
that's-
mine.
Aqualad.
His name is Aqualad. Then they got. You're gonna love this one. Oh, I can't wait to show you this one. I'm just gonna show you the.
Trigger.
Okay.
You're about to
Who
fire
is
away.
that? Who is that? First of all.
I have bad eyes. You know I
Oh,
can't see.
I'm sorry. Oh, he's a guy holding a bow and arrow. He's wearing purple.
Hawkeye.
That's Hawkeye.
That's Hawkeye. Here, I'm covering the title of what it's gonna be. Ready? It's called Occupy Avengers, which is like 2 years. Oh my God, the Hulk stuck to the wall. So
awesome.
this is like 2 years
Wait a
after Occupy Wall Street. They're coming out with Hawkeye and Occupy Avengers #1.
I heard Occupy
Disgusting.
Wall Street now.
Stop.
You couldn't do that again if you tried.
Yeah,
Wait, time out. What is the purpose of that?
he's taking back justice.
There's no purpose. to
Occupy
infuse
Avengers.
This. Ugh, it's awful.
Then we have Uncanny Avengers, US Avengers, which has two. Well, no, there's a female Captain America, which I don't know who that is.
How could you have a female Captain America?
I don't know.
doesn't
But
make
she's got the
sense.
shield. He doesn't even have the shield. Steve Rogers doesn't even have the shield,
Yeah,
but she does.
He's got the
He's got-
electric.
Does she have the
electric
super serum?
disco ball shield.
I don't know. I don't even know who she is or what
Honestly,
her name
He
is.
was a World War II era soldier. There were no women, you know.
And they got a roadie. Look at
No, there weren't.
Rhodes.
Honestly, they
no,
could.
ruin Rhodey.
They put a girl in Rhodes
No.
Patriot
Stop.
Iron Patriot suit.
They could.
They need to be
it's
stopped.
War Machine.
See,
But Ghost Rider's coming back. How you like that? You know Ghost Rider's going to be in the new Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show.
Yes.
I don't watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D..
Ghost
See-
Rider's coming to that.
I am
Probably meh.
quite the.
No, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is worse than
I am
meh.
quite the
It's bad.
Captain
Is it?
America buff,
Yeah.
and I don't have a problem with that.
Really?
Yeah, as long as they give her the super serum, and as long as she's like, as long as she is still like American military, has the super serum, follows his set of like morals and doesn't lose the essence of the, as long as it's still like the same.
Yeah, but like you
essence of
lose
the
you
character.
lose the essence when you take away the World War II elements. If you just
Right.
put with Captain America, he was like this. You know, he was like this scrawny, 5'9"
Right.
kid.
Well, if you
Yeah,
give
people these days.
5'4".
no, but he was like 5'4". He was like
Oh, yeah, that's
no,
another
but he was
thing.
like a wire, and then he becomes like this 6'4".
Couldn't hold down helicopters.
Can
Because-
flex and hold helicopters between
I
platforms.
hate to be that guy.
Do that with toy
but
helicopters.
She didn't really look like she was like 6'2" after like the super serum.
They should
And,
get
like,
Gwendolyn Christie to be.
jacked.
But like,
Female
the,
Captain
but the-
America.
huge. My problem with it is the only reason they're making this character is because of political correctness. It's not to have a new interesting character in the
yes.
franchise and like the universe. It's only solely
It's for attention.
political correctness and
It's
attention.
look at me. We have a girl of Captain
exactly.
America.
And it's
Look at
not
me.
And we
to
have a
make
girl
money.
Wolverine too.
Let me
What happened to my
23?
Wait
wait a
What
minute. Let
happened
me
to my-
let me address the people who want this change. And to the 6 people who are sick of the way the world works, I'm sorry that.
Pause.
Why are you here?
Because
Yeah. In other,
Calling it.
we got Infamous Iron Man. Oh, here.
Done
First of
with
all,
the
here's the
news.
girl. Here's the girl who's going to become Iron Man.
Pause again.
She's.
How's her hair gonna fit in the?
You gotta be kidding me.
I don't know.
She's got
She looks like Beyonce in the Austin Powers series.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly right.
I'm. What's her name? Foxy Cleopatra.
That's
Is that
it.
Rick James? It's Rick
And
James.
this is the new Iron Man. It's
Von
infamous,
Doom.
Okay.
infamous Iron Man, which is going to be Victor
Mr.
Von Doom
Iron-
as Iron
No,
Man,
no,
which I'm
excuse me.
interested in.
I-
I'm not
Iron
gonna
Doom.
say exactly
Iron
what that
Doom.
is on air, but that's worse.
Yeah.
That's even worse.
H2SO4 anyone?
Yeah.
Here's girl Hawkeye. They got a girl playing Hawkeye now.
Wait, what happened to my group of like
As long as
grouchy
they
white
don't ruin
men?
Falcon.
I don't know.
Like a wife hitting Ant Man.
Oh God, that's not good.
Did they ruin
was bad.
Falcon yet, Mr.
No, Falcon is now
Falcon
Captain
is now
America.
a white girl. She likes Starbucks and flying.
They're coming out with Unworthy Thor. That looked kind of
That
cool.
was cool. That's
Unworthy
like the one
Thor.
thing.
Okay, what is that brony stuff to the left of that page?
Let me see. Wait.
That's the Mighty Thor. That's Asgard. All the rainbow
Rainbow
stuff is
Road.
Asgard.
So Asgard is Midtown Manhattan. On
God.
Guys,
We're getting close.
guys, I moved to Pleasant Boat of No Confidence in anything that
in
isn't
Marvel
the main
now.
segment now.
Okay.
Why would you go through the
welcome
preview?
to X-Squadron's most controversial
on.
episode.
Welcome, Uncle Dan.
And Christopher
Oh, wait a
Ivanovich.
Wait a minute, I forgot to tell you. You know what today is?
What's today?
Today, July 23rd, is the 28th anniversary of my parents' wedding.
Yeah.
Happy anniversary,
Happy
Mr. and Mrs.
anniversary, Mom and
Sapienza.
Dad.
Celebrate.
What
We're
a
talking
Mama
about-
Papa
What a
said.
shame.
That's very
What a
nice. Congratulations. You know what I wish I had more of? Hot coffee. But I don't.
You know what?
Thank you
know
for
what?
bringing it
So
up,
you should
Steve.
inform
I got
the
a
audience
gallon of
what
iced
happened.
coffee.
You
I should?
Yeah, you should.
Well,
inform the audience
before
what
we
happened.
started the show today,
Mr. I gave me his credit card, and I
gave-
believed he said 2 large iced coffees with
No.
milk and sugar.
He said
Absolutely not.
Two
But-
large
Coffee is not ice, so
Right.
I got the man ice. While there are
Yes.
people in the streets starving to death, he's complaining that his coffee was cool instead of warm.
But that's not what he asked
Don't
This
for.
is
give me
true.
that
not
Hillary
what he
Clinton.
asked for.
So he has a right to complain because it's not what he asked for.
I wanna like Vader choke him right now.
Don't you just want to force choke him?
Just for the iced coffees.
Beta, release him.
All right, so let's get into our main topic. The main topic today.
I forgot there was a
station
main
is-
topic.
I know, right?
Station is
we were-
operational.
We were getting
time
a
are
bit,
we at?
we were getting a bit edgy towards the end.
Oh, very
50s.
edgy. No, that's what I.
No.
50. Oh, this is gonna be a long podcast, guys.
I don't care. I got nothing to do till 5.
I have no life.
Dimo and I are going Pokemon Go hunting after this.
We are.
Oh, I have a complaint about Pokemon Go.
Oh,
I do
my
too, so
God.
it's fair.
Okay, I have completely lost interest.
Really.
Yeah, I'm losing interest.
I
quickly.
feel like there's no goal.
there's rat
I
attack.
was talking about this with Mark Pepperman.
There is no goal.
There's
and like,
absolutely no
I've
goal.
never really been like a catch-em-all type of kid.
I haven't either.
So like, I've always had like a core group of 6, like my starter.
That's what I do,
I usually
yeah.
have like a
I
flying
never
type.
break the first box ever. I release Pokemon once I start breaking the
Exactly,
first box.
yeah, yeah.
I'm like, what are you, a worthless like level 12 Beedrill? Get out of here.
Yeah,
I mean, yeah, go
Beedrill.
back into the wild. Be
It's like
useful.
bye bye. It just disappears.
Yeah.
I like to imagine that I'm actually physically killing them. Like
Yeah,
putting
and-
the Pokeball on the ground and just stepping on it.
And the Pokemon I like, I can't actually level up.
Right,
so like,
because they're, like,
I'm,
locked to a certain
I'm
low
never
level.
going to get a Blastoise. and like
What are they
Never.
talking about?
What
It's
are you-
like
what's the-
36.
no, but
I'm thinking
no,
about
no,
attaching my
in-
phone to
in
my ceiling
Pokemon
fan
Go.
so I can hatch
Pokemon
my
Go.
eggs.
In
You have
Pokemon
to
Go,
walk
I'm
to hatch
never
them.
going
I
to
don't
get
know
a
what that means.
Blastoise.
I
No,
found
I
that
know what
dinosaur
you're
in the
saying.
wild.
Yeah,
did?
I'm never gonna get like
I'm
a
really gonna do.
Snort.
I think I might do it.
That's really a good idea.
So to hatch my eggs, I have to walk, but I don't want to do
No, it's gonna
that.
have to
Right,
be-
I know it requires.
So I'm gonna attach it.
movement.
I'm gonna tape it to my phone to my ceiling fan, and let's see what happens.
No, what's gonna happen is he's gonna leave it overnight, and it's gonna like swing off. And it's gonna cost like one of those Rube Goldberg machines with all of his Star Wars action figures. And he's like, you know those type of scenes.
Give Big Bro a concussion.
He'll wake up in the morning, everything's broke.
Yeah, like the bowling ball falls
It's like
off
Mama
and
Sap
hits
and
him on
that
the head.
Brandon.
Brandon.
Your mom.
All right, so the main topic today is science fiction creatures.
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 I don't know if this was our favorite creatures, the coolest creatures. I really don't think it matters.
I just picked cool ones.
Yeah, I
picked my favorites.
I picked ones that I
from Guess
liked.
What universe?
Two of mine are from
Star Trek.
Two of mine are from
Lord of
Star
the
Wars.
Well, why don't we start off with you, Pagano?
Okay, that's right. Just skip over me.
So I just picked 5 of ones I think are really cool. Some of them are obscure. Number 5 on my list is the Sando Aqua Monster. None of you know what that is until I tell you, because the name is only known to people who probably own the book that I have, Ultimate Star Wars. It's the it's you know the scene.
Go.
Am I disturbing you, Seth?
Go.
It's the scene in Phantom Menace
Guys,
when
the,
they're
the
in.
big fish monster.
It's because there's the no.
There's always a bigger fish.
It's that scene, and there's, you know the OPC killer, which is the first fish, and then there's the bigger one, and then there's the really big one,
There's always the
You
big
could have
fish.
just said the biggest one.
the biggest one.
Okay.
Well, there's 3, but that's the Sando Aqua Monster.
Uh-huh.
I just because I looked it up, and I got like the actual lore about it. Apparently, it's actually 656 feet long, so it's like an actual. Yeah, it's
Who writes
monstrous.
this?
It's official canon.
George Lucas.
And
I can
No,
just
it's my
imagine.
idea.
because
It's
you know
my
when
film.
it catches the OPC killer and it splits it in half eating it, yeah, that's the
It's my-
Sando Aqua
it's my-
Monster. I just think it's a really cool sea creature.
Okay.
I just picked that as my number 5. Number 4 is I don't know. I honestly never learned how to say this. It's Xeno, whatever it is.
Xenomorph.
That from Alien.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just wrote Alien on my list.
Alien
it's on
from
there. Yours is on
Alien.
there. Yeah, that.
Wait a minute. I have a question about this. Do the aliens from Toy Story count?
Sure, why not? No, they don't. That's ridiculous.
Excuse me, their official name is Unimine.
And
Are
they're
they?
toys.
Yes, haven't you
Right, they're
watched the Buzz
toys.
Lightyear
You
cartoon
saved our
special?
lives. We're forever
No,
grateful.
sorry.
Come on. I have it on VHS. I'll lend it to you.
VHS.
You know they made the last VHS machine ever.
When?
I have my,
Yeah,
my
yes,
VHS
the
machine
final
works.
They were still making them?
Yeah, they made
Final
the last
company went
one.
out of business.
All right, so you got Alien.
Number 3 is the Zillo Beast.
What's that?
Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
Okay.
It's
That's a cartoon one?
it's
A
the
dumb
right.
cartoon?
It's a fantastic cartoon. The Zillo Beast is like it's a creature. It's like an ancient creature. And as time went on, the population, because they only lived on this one specific planet, and as time went on, the population decreased, and they all thought, everyone thought they were extinct. And during this one battle in the Clone Wars, after the battle, they used like this prototype like nuke weapon, and this it caused like a huge crater in the ground, and it awakened like the last living Zillo Beast. And it's like this massive, like 300-foot tall creature that's like impervious to blaster fire and whatever. And the Republic ended up capturing it, and there became like a political debate between the two sides. Like Palpatine wanted to.
So you like this creature, huh?
Yeah.
Good old Sheev.
All right,
It's
number 2.
it's a good
Yeah.
story. Wait,
No,
because
okay.
Palpatine wanted to kill the
Man,
creature
Sheev.
and
Uh-huh.
take its scales and make a new clone trooper armor.
Yes.
Harambe.
100%.
out of it. You're awful.
What's number 2?
It was cool. You'll like this one. My number 2 is Destroyer
Okay.
Which is
from the Godzilla universe.
okay.
Nice.
What kind of creature is
Monster
it?
Destroyer.
No, Destroyer.
No, I know. It's a joke.
Who's the demon creature that actually kills Godzilla?
Oh,
He
Yeah.
was. It was
Wait,
in,
Godzilla died.
He's like a half
in
crustacean.
'94. They
Yeah.
wanted to do an anniversary retirement movie.
For Godzilla.
So in the original 1954, Godzilla is killed by the Oxygen Destroyer. This created these creatures that they're like little crustaceans, and then they
It was
form
like a
this,
lobster guy. Yeah, it was like a lobster.
This giant
Big lobster.
monster, and he can fly, and then he can morph into other shapes. and-
Exactly. And he's like a product of the Oxygen Destroyer.
yeah.
He sounds like pretty dangerous.
He is. He kills Godzilla.
doesn't Godzilla die in the newest Godzilla movie?
But that doesn't count.
No.
Oh, that doesn't count.
No, he
That
just like
doesn't
went.
Breaking-
But he
Breaking
doesn't kill
Godzilla?
Godzilla in that movie. Godzilla has like a core
Right,
meltdown.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And then number 1 on my list is another Godzilla monster, my personal favorite, Biollante.
Really?
Yes.
That's interesting.
No, you will never find that anyone else, and no one else will ever say
I have
that's
no
their
idea.
favorite. Violante is my
He's
favorite
a
Godzilla.
giant plant that they
Right,
blend
that-
with
Oh,
Godzilla's
is it
blood.
like-
So he's from Little Shop of Horrors.
No, it's literally a flower that when
He's
Godzilla.
Little Shop. I'm surprised you know that.
I
That's
saw
like
the
bef-
play. I was scared to death because it's like his flower that looks like the one in Mario. He's like,
Eat me.
You gotta do that one more time. We gotta take a picture of it for the website.
But yeah, so like it's fused. It's like a plant fused with Godzilla's DNA.
Okay.
And it creates this enormous monster that is like has vines coming out of it with all like mouths, and it's a huge creature.
That sounds
Godzilla
cool.
fights it in Godzilla versus Biollante. It's just really cool.
Did you like it? Did you like the movie?
Yes.
All right.
I had a huge problem with it. I didn't like
Well,
it.
why? What was your problem with it? I like it because I like Biollante.
I'm curious to hear his Force Awakens
He
review here.
was a good character because he's different,
Yeah.
and especially in the Godzilla franchise. But the fight, the initial fight scene, Godzilla destroys him in
Yeah.
seconds.
Yeah, because he's like a little, like
And then-
because then he comes back.
Yeah, at the end he reappears. He just falls out of the sky and reforms.
Because that's how Godzilla works.
No, this is Biollante.
This is Biollante, yeah.
Wait, what? I don't even understand anymore. This is
I
out
feel
of
like
my
we're
realm.
the only two people who watched
Yeah.
the Godzilla movie.
Yeah.
Well, that's why I brought him on.
But but then Godzilla actually gets like poisoned, so he falls down, and then Biollante disappears, and that's the whole movie.
Yeah.
All right. BSAP, what you got?
How many did you have? 5?
I had 5.
5.
I just came up with whatever.
I actually wanted to say before he starts, I just I wanted to get your guys' idea. I spoke to Pegno about it. I was thinking about expanding the podcast crew. Like we're the on-air talent, if you think about it.
We have
the talent.
correspondence.
I want
We're
like
the
off-air
odds.
talent, because, and this is going out to everybody who's listening in the school, obviously. I want somebody to be like the YouTube person to like do all the YouTube stuff, because like I think the YouTube things could be a lot cooler, but I just don't have the time to do them.
Yeah, you just play a slideshow of my family
He's good
pictures.
with that. That's right. He's good with that.
But I was
Timo's
thinking
good
about
with
this as a way to get more
I
people
can't
involved.
promise. I can't
Right. I was
promise.
just saying this is a way to get more people involved, because a lot of people want to be involved in the podcast.
Well, thank
But,
you
like,
for
Send
your
your
interest.
applications in today.
We will have a sit-down review session.
Well, we
But
have
like
to do
all
in-
these
can we
things that
do
you guys are
interviews
talking
and
about,
stuff?
like this should be
Oh,
all
I
in
have
the
a
description, and I'm not gonna, I can't remember all of it and stuff. So if there's anybody who's interested in like editing some video and also taking care of the website,
I think we should have like a whole article page. We should make this like our own.
yeah. If anybody wants to write anything for the website or anything,
You know, if you're
please.
taking the journalism class with Ms. Whalen next year and learn some skills, I already
Yeah.
know some.
Well, there you go. Well, I'm putting that out there. If anybody wants to be like kind of behind the scenes in the podcast and do,
Yeah, you could join
some
the
stuff
X-Squadron
like that,
crew.
Absolutely. Okay. And I think I was gonna make it its own club. It's like not gonna be science fiction club. It's gonna be its own.
No, it's
club.
the X Squadron.
Yeah,
you
well,
can become part of the X Squadron.
It's gonna go in the yearbook.
All right. So BSAP, what you got?
Okay, so for my number 5, I have Jabba the Hutt.
Oh boy.
Okay. I'm
was
surprised
on
he's that.
mine.
I'm surprised he's that low on the list.
No, because he really doesn't do anything. He's just like Solo Choco Loco
Choco Loco. Han Solo Choco
No, according
Loco.
to Star Wars canon, though, he's like the most notorious like gangster in the galaxy.
He's
Yeah,
Notorious
and actually in
B.I.G..
the book I was going,
Yes,
I
he is.
gave you that you never read Bloodline.
J.O.B.
Job.
I don't know. I was just trying to make a joke, but it
Continue.
failed.
So he was
Ring the bell for me. That's a bell for me. There you go. Well, 5 bells. Okay. All right. So set 12 bells.
Easy there, Sap.
I never get to do it.
You'll be defenestrated.
So in the book I was gonna give you that you never read Bloodline, his territory in the whole Star Wars universe was much larger and more vile than we could even imagine. So when Leia killed him, she was given the wonderful term Hutt Slayer.
Leia
Like
kills
sh-
Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, she
with the
chokes him
chain.
out with the chain.
Oh, that's right.
He's like,
like she
his tongue's
kills
going everywhere.
She kills
and-
like the biggest gangster in the galaxy. It's actually like
Yeah.
important for
The universe.
the underworld in the universe.
You
yeah.
know what's bad though is the CGI.
Oh, it's
Jabba the
awful.
Hutt.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean the one, the deleted scene that they just added into the New
When he
Hope for
steps
no
Yes,
up,
which
reason?
I
when
think-
Han steps on the tail.
I think that they should delete that scene
George Lucas?
from all existence.
Oh.
Because I think that they're
Well,
like,
also the Han, the Han shot first controversy.
That-
That should all be ended as well.
Well, that brings me
Yes.
to my number 4.
Greedo should be killed.
he is killed because Han shot first.
Yeah, but like he should be never shot at all.
he didn't get to shoot.
What's
He
number?
didn't get to
What's number
shoot, that's
4?
the point.
The guy in the bar in the cantina that's like, I don't like it either.
They got the one eye.
yeah.
I've
That
got
guy.
the death sentence
I
on.
love how we like.
I've got the death sentence on 7 systems.
Like I picked.
Is he a creature?
Yeah, he's an alien.
He's a
technically.
humanoid
Whoa,
sort of thing.
So he's on your list.
Like, I
Because
picked
he's just so-
Destroya,
This is so-
Biollante.
you
like,
haven't seen any movies.
pretty
You're
notable guys.
scraping the bottom of this.
Because
little
when I
Star
think
Wars
creatures,
barrel.
I think
Yeah.
of Okay, we want me to say Maz Kanata.
Yes.
Okay, I'll say Maz Kanata.
I really
I
don't
want you
know,
to say
like, the
things that are
Rancor was
hot.
going to be on your
Where's-
list.
I'm getting there.
Where's my
Well,
boyfriend?
the Acklay is
Where,
personally
where's my
favorite.
boyfriend? I like that Wookiee.
I like that Wookiee.
My number
One
2.
quarter portion.
Oh, my number 2.
Uncar plot.
Oh, that's, okay. He's
Uncar
number
plot.
2. Ungar Plot is my number 2 guy.
Who's this? The guy who gives the portions out?
Yeah,
One
because
quarter portion.
just based on the amount of jokes I've made because of him.
It's the best line in the movie.
What
Wait,
about
I
the
have a
blue
question.
guy?
I have a question. Time
Ma-
out. Time out.
If only Senator Amidala were
Oh,
here.
I have
Masamita.
some Masamita.
Wait, are you telling me the guy with one eye who you don't even know his name is
He's
above
so-
the list on Jabba the Hutt?
Yeah, because he's funny. It's funny because
I
he's,
don't know, man.
He has like 2 lines.
Look who you're dealing with though. You're dealing with Beast.
And my number 1, I can't go without
You
saying.
skipped
Did we
like
give
2
five?
and 3.
Yeah.
He's literally seen
Oh, you gave us
7
Jabba the
movies.
Hutt, the guy with one eye.
Jabba the Hutt,
Then
the
what?
guy with one guy.
Then
Uncar plot.
Ungar Plot.
Yeah.
Number 2 is.
Masamita.
Oh yeah, Number 2 is a Sarlacc,
Okay,
Okay.
that I could deal with.
and number 1 is Chewbacca.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh, I didn't even think of him as a creature.
He is.
Yeah, he's
a
a
Yeah,
Wookiee.
absolutely.
He's a
No, he's
Wookiee.
absolutely a creature.
Now I can say my
yeah,
honorable
yeah,
mention is
it's-
Wicket the Ewok.
That was gonna be mine. Yep, Wicket the Ewok, the second best
Beast
character
App's
in the Star
distant
Wars
cousin.
franchise.
Yeah, my distant cousin. Thanks, Dino.
Sand people would have been good. You didn't pick
No,
sand
because
people.
Raiders.
Jawa.
He didn't even mention the Rancor. He's like,
no, the Rancor.
But the Rancor's not even the coolest. Like the Acklay is cooler than the Rancor.
Well, you got it on your list. That'll make.
no, he's not. It's not on my list.
Oh.
You know what also is a cool creature? The worms that nearly killed Senator Amidala.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh.
What about the space slug?
No,
No,
the
the
death worms?
3,000-foot long space slug.
Or the guy that said, "Do
You
you
know
want to buy
that
some
eats the Millennium
breadsticks?"
Falcon.
Would you like to buy some dead sticks?
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to say that.
All right,
slug's
Chris.
pretty sick.
You're up.
Home and rethink my life.
You put me on the spot.
Put you on the spot. Go ahead.
I have 2 honorable mentions.
Okay.
One is Gremlins.
Read the first thing on my list.
Oh man.
Damn you.
Is that your number 1?
No, we're not. No,
Oh,
it's just the
okay.
first thing I thought of.
And the second is, did anybody see Rain of Fire here?
No. Oh yes, I did.
Okay, Christian Bale, Gerard Butler, Matthew McConaughey.
That's
It's
a
Yeah, all-star cast.
wow.
yeah,
yeah.
it's early 2000s. The Dragons from Rain of Fire.
Absolutely.
That's pretty cool. You guys should check that movie out. I have. I'm trying to think. Wow, my mind went blank.
You didn't make a list.
I
You didn't
made a
write it down?
list. I made a list, but I got. Oh, Pale Man from Pan's Labyrinth.
Oh, he's creepy.
Yeah, he has no eyes.
He has eyes for hands, and he
And
goes
he-
like this.
Picks them up on the table and puts the eyes in his hands.
Oh yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
From
Isn't that what
Pan's
Mr.
Labyrinth.
Potato-
Pan's Labyrinth, yeah.
Isn't that what Mr.
He eats children. That's like the
I-
whole
oh.
premise
Pan's
of it.
Labyrinth
I thought
is
Mr.
a
Potato did that
terrifying
with his
movie.
eyes. So he's like, it looks.
That's not
I remember.
Like a periscope.
I was like 7 years old, and my parents were watching it downstairs. And like before they watched it, they're like, "You don't want to come down." And of course, I came down, and I saw the man who wants to eat children with eyes for hands. I'm like, "Right back upstairs. I'm done here."
You mean the child catcher from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang?
That movie also scared me as a
That's an
child.
awful. Yeah, that.
That-
did,
I saw the
I
play
was
3
terrified by
times.
Chitty Chitty
when I was
Bang
4 years
Bang.
old, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang,
It's
the
a
child
terrifying
catcher,
movie.
terrified
Yeah,
me.
he walked around like.
He has like this huge nose, and he's like, yeah. I was-
Is that your Velociraptor impersonation?
That's our friend.
You really need a webcast for
I
this
know,
shit.
right? But then I can't do
That's
things
so
like
great.
this.
No. Okay, number 4 would be the alien from Alien.
Yeah,
Obviously.
Fair enough.
They mentioned the real name, but I don't know how these kids know this.
Xenomorph.
Deus Ex Machina.
That's not it. It's Xenomorph or something. Ding. Oh, you chinned it. You chinned the bell.
3 is the Predator.
Oh yes, I forgot the
man.
Predator. How did I
on
forget
the list.
We're so old. We did the same things. Go ahead.
Number 2
Have
is
you
the.
seen Predator? Yeah, move on.
That was
He has it.
terrible.
Wow.
Get to the chopper.
Oh,
Get to the chopper.
You all just ruined my Stump the Sap question. Thanks.
Get to the.
That was my Stump
He
the Sap
still won't
question.
know it.
Still won't know it. Now I know it. Right
No, you don't.
What do you know? What was that from?
The Predator.
Ah,
Who says it? No,
who says it?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
All right, yeah. All right.
You can't miss the accent.
All right. Number 2?
Chopper right now.
From John Carpenter's Thing, The Thing.
Yes.
That was-
fair
that
enough.
was-
Right.
Fair
That
enough.
movie absolutely scared the living out of me.
That was one of B-Sap's Stump the Sap questions last week. It was what was the tool, the weapon used to kill the thing, and he didn't know.
Flamethrower, right?
The flamethrower, yeah. Number 1?
Also used an alien flamethrower
Yes.
when that guy gets eaten in the tunnel.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 1 has to be Godzilla.
Oh, yeah, okay.
All right.
Figured that.
Only because he's 62 years old, 31 movies, comic books. He fought the Avengers.
He fought Shaquille O'Neal.
Did he fight Shaquille O'Neal?
This is true.
He fought the
lie.
abomination
Godzilla
that was the oversized King Kong, which shouldn't have
Yeah.
happened.
Fantastic Four, and he's in video games, and
Godzilla
he has his own
Unleashed is
star
a fantastic game.
on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So
Really?
that's my number.
We should have
yeah.
did the aliens from Space Jam as one of the.
You should have got me a large hot coffee because look at all the sugar. It doesn't.
blame the people that make the coffee. I just tell them what you want.
No, but
What
this
you
is
would've
one of the reasons I
wanted.
don't get iced coffee because the sugar doesn't dissolve in it because it's too cold.
Yeah, because therefore mixing is just putting it in and going.
Oh, no, I want it
Okay.
dispersed evenly in the
I'm sorry
in the
that
coffee.
I don't make the coffee.
Anyway,
Wait, you mean the aliens from Moron Mountain in Space Jam?
I'm more on that.
Demo, you want to wing it? Go ahead.
Mr. Wing It.
All right.
You're
So-
captain. You're captain.
We already
Wing
know
It.
who's number one.
No, he could be there. Not in any particular. He's always an honorable mention. Ben
everything.
Quadanero.
I still don't know who this guy is.
He's Sebulba's greatest rival.
Of course
Even
he
if we
is.
were doing best DC
No, he is.
comics
According to-
villains, Ben
according to
Quadraros
canon,
would
he
still get
is.
an honorable mention.
Always an
Sebulba-
honorable mention.
Wait, Sebulba was in the latest issue of Han Solo. Did you notice that?
I didn't read it.
Oh, okay. He
I
just
did
like
not read
With
it.
Eldon Echenech.
yes, with Odin Echenech. Sebulba goes up to him. He's like, "Hey, you're in the race," and that was it.
All right. So
Around.
That's Watto. You sound like Watto.
Sorry, they also.
Hey, Annie.
this
Annie.
this isn't gonna
I can't do it,
really
I'm
be
sorry.
in any particular order. 'Cause
Yeah,
I'm just gonna.
because you
like,
didn't make a list.
I didn't make a list.
It's okay, go ahead.
But definitely Predator on there.
Big Xeno.
What was the line? PSAP from Predator. What was that famous?
Get to the chopper.
Okay. Very good.
That was pretty good.
That was very
That's
good.
I'm impressed for a guy. You guys never seen the movie.
It's good. Bill is so spooked. So,
Do you think of another number 3 yet?
I can't. 4. I need 4. He was an honorable mention. Ben Quadanero.
Oh, you should have started with 5.
Big Xenomorph.
I'm gonna say. I like.
You want us to come back to you again? We
No,
always
no,
do
no.
this every
I
episode.
got
Like, you want us
this.
to come back to you?
But then we never go back to him though. It's double time.
I got this one.
Uh-huh.
Could I? Would like. I'm just stalling.
Yeah, why don't you write it? Yeah, think about him, write him down, and then
No.
Pagano,
Wait a
Wait a
Pegno
minute,
will
can I
go.
just
Gotta
interrupt
do
this for a
this.
second? I'm reading an article. 2 teens inadvertently walk across U.S.-Canadian border while playing Pokemon Go.
Oh my god, that's funny. They didn't know. Wait, isn't there like border patrol? Like
No,
you
Canada,
can't just
you can just walk right in.
I don't
Canada's not a
cares.
real country.
really.
I went. Speaking,
not a real
I went
country.
over the bridge.
There goes our only Canadian listener.
Yeah.
Oh, that wasn't
Gone.
very nice, eh?
Oh,
I'm done.
I'm sorry, I can't listen to that.
That wasn't.
none of us did a good Canadian
That was
impression.
that was an awful.
What are they
Canadian-
talking about?
Send us an email if you can do a good Canadian accent.
Don
Potatoes?
Cherry
That's-
is really
that's-
angry right now.
No,
this?
Don
Cherry?
Cherry. He knows who he is. PSAP knows who
You
he
don't
is.
know anything.
All right, Pegno, why don't you give us your list?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
We'll get
pull a
back to
demo
it.
here and wing it. Okay.
I could go.
I was in a rush this morning. I usually do it on the train, but I was disgruntled. So on my list is definitely E.T.
No
Surprised
boy.
no one mentioned E.T.
good.
No one likes E.T.
He's not
I
a
don't-
good. He's not a good character
I thought
Whoa.
of him.
Okay. Let's go. Why don't you like E.T.?
because he's boring.
Hold on, time out. What was E.T.'s catchphrase?
His famous line.
His
Most
famous line.
But you can always say
I don't.
you're close.
He doesn't know
He
it.
didn't get it. That's 0 for 1 today on Stump the Sap.
wait, where's the board?
He
He
doesn't.
doesn't.
E.T. phone home.
Oh my
Oh.
god, it was close.
No, not even close.
We want to tell him about Stump the Sap because we lost last week.
Well, yeah, when we get to the
When we get to
segment,
when we
yeah.
get to Stump
There goes
the
that.
I
Sap.
don't
You
like
just stole my
this
question.
segment.
A stunning
That's
2
okay.
for 15.
I'll give you another one.
All right,
Why don't we do this? Let's ask the hardest.
All right, so
Star
who's your
Wars
number
questions.
I
number
can
4?
stump you
Okay,
with
for my
those,
number
so.
4, there's no particular. I'm just gonna
Yeah,
list 5.
yeah.
Stitch from Lilo and Stitch.
B-Sap?
B-Sap. I love Stitch.
If we should do that too,
No,
we
Stitch
should.
is awesome.
If
I
you
agree
were
with
a
that.
Disney character, who would you be? And he
No,
would
'cause
definitely
Stitch
be
is like
Stitch.
powerful. He's like a
Yeah, he can
beast.
crawl
but-
on
but
walls. He
Bicep
can get a
is-
ball.
But he's
Bicep-
so annoying.
Bicep is like the
I'm Rex from Toy Story.
Bicep is the
You are Rex from Toy Story. Way to be
no.
self-aware.
He's the Ewok that gets stepped on.
Well, he is Disney.
the
They get
wall.
shot, and the other one's like,
I meant
"You awake?"
animated Disney. Animated Disney. What animated Disney character are you?
The aliens from Toy Story.
No, I think Rex is better.
Rex, I think Rex nailed it.
I'm gonna use my head.
You could be Mrs. Potato Man.
Mrs.
Potato
Potato
Can't
Head.
change.
Oh, Potato Head. Yeah, that's right.
No.
So what's number
Mister.
number
I
3?
think-
Mister.
So we got E.T. What was the other one?
I had E.T. I had
You
Stitch
just said
on my
it?
list.
Stitch. Okay.
T.
You know, no one's mentioned like the classic Universal monsters, like Frankenstein. Anyone like old Frankenstein?
Love the classic Universal monsters.
Love those.
Young
right?
Frankenstein.
Those are
Frankenstein.
great. Young Frankenstein's great.
Are you sure it's not
How
meth?
many more you got?
No, I
Two
love
more.
that movie.
2 more?
I gotta think of two.
Then I can go.
I actually got this.
Okay, good.
'Cause-
You want to write it down so you don't forget?
No, I have a list.
He doesn't know how to
I
write.
was just trying to do things that like everyone would know about.
Yeah. No, do your
So-
thing, man.
I guess
No one knew who
Superman
the
is
Sando
technically-
Aqua Monster
Yeah.
Biolante
What's
was.
number 2?
Superman's
You.
technically a creature, right?
No.
He's Kryptonian.
Nah. That don't
he
count.
is.
Colonel
That don't count.
Sanders.
That don't count.
Yeah, but and Superman's boring, so you can't choose
So
another
you,
boring.
you can
person.
only have 3 if that's what you have. That's fine.
I'll come back to me. Come
All
back
right.
to me with
Demo.
Demo.
Is Colonel
All right.
Sanders a creature?
So
Yes.
from
He's the Sith Lord.
I don't know if anyone's gonna get any of these or like some of these, but Kurama from Naruto
Nope.
and Naruto Shippuden.
No.
Uh,
Sounds cool. Tell me
He's
about it.
he's a 9-tailed demon fox, and he's like this giant demon fox who kind of he lives inside different people who they call Jinchuriki.
What?
And Naruto is one of these Jinchuriki for the 9-tails, and it's sealed inside of him. And they use they use chakra from like the looks that I'm getting.
You're speaking so much like levels of gibberish.
Right side of the
to
table
me.
is very broad. The right side of the table is very harsh.
But anyway, he has an insane amount of chakra, and he infuses himself with Naruto on several occasions, and he gets better throughout the.
Wait, Naruto's like what?
Naruto.
Naruto.
Is this anime?
Naruto. Yeah, it's anime.
Okay. What else you got? Any more?
If it's more anime, I'm gonna flip.
You can't do a flip.
No, I can't.
You can do a face
That's
plant.
not how the Force works.
Keep thinking. I'm gonna do mine.
Oh wait, I got some.
All
I
right.
got some. I got one.
You got one? Go ahead.
Admiral Akbar.
Yes.
Akbar.
Okay.
Yes.
He did it again.
Sap, we found your
All
one
right. Let me
talent.
tell you what's going on. So I mentioned this last week, but since it got stop.
Only the Hulk. Only the Hulk.
Since it got deleted, I'll tell you again. My son is obsessed with these toys called Mash'ems and Zoom Zooms, I'm going to call them. I know the BSAP says Zum Sums.
Well, Mr. Japanese Demo over here might know how to say it.
How do you say TSUM?
TS is like a Z.
Oh, Zoom Zoom. Zoom Zoom. So
I
ha.
believe it was like
You are wrong.
Now, my son, stop throwing them. The way we got my son to get potty trained is by bribing him with these Zoom Zooms and Mash'ems. These little Mash'ems, these like little silicone characters that you can squeeze in there, like heads explode and stuff. But they came out with Marvel Zoom Zooms, which I promptly stole from my son because he got Spider-Man.
I got one of them.
And he's like, Daddy, look, I got Spider-Man. And I just took it. I'm like, great. And I put it in my pocket. I'm like, let's go in the basement. And he never saw it again. Now it's here.
I got one of them.
But these
as a present.
But these Mash'em things, they're like surprise toys. Like you don't know what you're gonna get until you open it. And he got like triplets. He's got like triplets of all these things. So I brought them to school. So we got Batman, we got the Hulk, we got Thor, we got Ultron, and BSAP got mad at something and threw the Hulk at the board. And it stuck to the board. His feet stuck to the board, and we said he'd never do it again, and he just did it again. So that's what we're going crazy over.
No. I think it only works when you're angry.
Okay, so when we do Stump the Sap, we'll just
All
throw
right.
like 8 of them.
So did you have another one? Did you say you had another
Yeah.
one? What was it?
Neem Nub.
What's Neem Nub?
I love Neem Nub. He speaks nothing but gibberish.
Yeah. Where's he from? What's he do?
I don't know.
He's the one next to Lando.
He's Lando's co-pilot.
But the
These
shield.
guys like abba-doo-ba. That guy.
He's Lando's co-pilot. No, he's
Lando's
actually a beast.
Lando's like, yahoo! And then like blah, 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 blah.
Oh wait, Newt Gunray.
Yes.
I gotta put Newt Gunray on the
Yeah,
list.
you have to have Newt Gunray.
These are all Star Wars that you have no idea, right?
No, I didn't know about Lando's.
Okay.
You don't know
Co-pilot.
well, you've seen him if you've seen the
Right,
movies.
right.
Yeah.
All right, so I got
Getting
three
to
so
the
far.
blessed door.
You have any more? Bang, no? Got any more?
Wait, you know what Anakin's about to kill? He's like, we just wanted peace.
Wait, can we just talk about Star Wars characters, please?
No. No more Star Wars.
Too much fun.
You have another one or no?
I
What
could
about
throw-
Watto?
Watto. No, definitely not Watto.
Jar Jar.
Definitely not Jar Jar. Stop getting physical, B-Sep.
Oh, please, John broke my wrist. I have a right
That's true. Yeah.
There's definitely ones that I'm not thinking of,
Yeah.
just because.
All right, I'm gonna give mine that you guys are gonna look at me and be like, oh, who cares? Because that's Mr. I's
Who
choices.
cares, Mr. You guys are
Probably
all
got
stuck in the 80s.
He's probably got something from
I'll
Voltron.
think of two more.
I don't actually. I should have put that on there. That's gonna be on my list.
See,
No.
I know. Yep. See.
Thanks.
That's
The Robeast. Any Robeast from Voltron
Yes.
is on my list right now. That's my honorable mention. Any Robeast, if you guys know what I'm talking about.
Gun right.
The Robeasts are the. Are you guys gonna listen to me? The Robeasts were the things that were sent to
Kill Voltron.
beat Voltron all the time. I had Gremlins and I had Predator on my list, but I can take those off. I also have Alien. I'll take that off too. Is Gollum a creature?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
no.
Of course.
Gollum.
Oh yeah, they're hobbits.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
that's
So
right.
I
Yeah,
love.
technically,
Oh, I should have done the
Legolas is a
ends.
creature.
The end.
The tree ants?
Dima,
Yeah,
can you do a
the
Gollum
ends.
impression?
Maybe.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Gollum's really cool. I think he is a pretty cool creature there. Any dragon from any movie. I love dragons. I know that's very
Even
general.
How to Train Your
I know that's no like
Why don't you guys
CGI
like that
dragons.
movie?
I hate that
I love
movie.
CGI.
think it's
Yes,
alright.
Game of Thrones dragons.
So King Ghidorah.
King
King
what was
Ghidorah.
the one with Sean Connery was the dragon voice?
Dragonheart.
Dragonheart.
That movie's amazing.
That was, it was
Jake
yeah.
Long.
But any movie with a dragon in it. What about the White Walkers from Game of Thrones? Are they creatures?
don't
Absolutely.
Creatures.
They're humans, but made into White Walkers.
Humanoids.
Humanoids. So we count them.
Deus Ex Machina.
Yachts.
Deus Ex Machina.
Like Awesome, you do.
But my favorite creature
Max Rebo.
of any creature is the fell beasts. You guys know what the fell beasts are?
Absolutely not.
These are the things that the ring wraiths flew in
Oh, these
Lord of
guys
the
are cool.
Rings.
Yeah, yeah.
They were like the dragon lizard.
Those,
they have,
that's
like,
what they're
helmets
called. I didn't know that's what
They're
they
called
were
fell
Okay.
beasts. I had to actually look it up because I was like, what? I just like, what are the ring wraiths fly? Because that's the coolest thing in the
ring
world.
Right, yeah,
Cool,
you had
too.
to, check the canon.
Right, check the canon.
Yep.
But they're called fell beasts. That's
That's cool.
That's my
Does anyone have
list.
Vulcans
I got
on the
a-
list?
No.
Nope.
I need two more for my list.
You don't. Oh, you don't have. Okay.
So I'm definitely doing in the book series Aragon. There was a dragon. There were a whole bunch of dragons. Saphira is the main dragon. Saphira is awesome. One thing that's really cool about the Aragon dragons is they work in magic and they work in like a telepathic communication
Oh, that's
that the
cool.
dragon has with their
Bless you.
almost like rider, which is like a really cool aspect because they can talk to each other from like far away and like feel each other's pain, and they're connected to each other. And the dragon has an insane amount of like energy that the rider can borrow for magic, and number one, I will. Well, it's not necessarily
Yeah.
number one because it's just like a random
It's Groot.
pile up. Groot is not a bad one.
Groot's
but
pretty cool.
It's pretty cool.
Groot is pretty cool, but he's kind of just a tree that can like grow itself.
He's like the ends, you know.
Yeah. From Harry Potter,
Oh boy.
Ooh.
you know Hagrid the hippogriff?
Yes.
Love the
Yes.
The
hippogriff.
hippogriff is cool.
Hippogriff's really cool.
It's, what is it, an eagle and a horse?
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
And Harry like flies it because
Yeah.
he bowed.
Fries it.
It's pretty sick.
Yeah, he fries
pretty
it.
sick.
He flew it.
Colonel
because,
Potter.
He gave it a fish and he bowed to it, so that
Yeah.
means you can ride any animal.
Exactly.
It's kind of like a centaur almost, but it's not a no man part.
Centaur.
Yeah, there are centaurs
Centaur.
in Harry Potter too.
Yeah.
And those
Yeah.
kill the lady in the pink in the 5th movie.
Dolores Umbridge.
You mean
Dolores.
What about the Kraken from Clash of the Titans?
Ooh, the Kraken's pretty cool.
or Medusa.
Oh, he loves anything that Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson is the man. Liam Neeson, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah.
Jean-Claude
Hayden
Van
Christensen.
Damme.
They are,
Steven
they
Seagal.
are awesome.
I'll get on that. Make that movie.
Yeah, it's called The Expendables 7.
Expendable 7. We keep getting older.
No, wait. Before we go to the next segment, we promised
What would we
that we'd hear why
do
the
Stump
Force
the Sap.
Awakens. No, why the Force Awakens is a bad movie, and I'm interested in hearing the logic behind this.
There's a solid. You can make a solid argument.
It's the
for why
New
a bad
Hope,
movie.
not filmed like a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go
Go
ahead.
for it.
You want to do it now? Or you
Oh, let's
You
do
can
it
take it
now.
away.
Because
do
our
it.
segment, like
get
Galaxy
it-
Far
let's get
Far
it
Away
over with.
segment's going to be a lot of news stuff. So you might as well do it now.
Well, let's just say that you're probably going to get a lot of hate email for this, but one, I hated Kylo Ren's lightsaber.
I'm not a fan of it myself.
Let him get his.
I felt like it was like a welding torch.
Okay.
Like the dude can stop a blaster, which was awesome. Like
Right.
he's, but he needs another D battery in his FX lightsaber. Like that, it was bad.
Yeah.
I felt like they discredited a lot of the stuff that was in the original 6 movies. Like Darth Vader's character, we all know. No matter how you feel about the prequels, we know that he's a tragically flawed character.
Yeah.
Why is he now the influence of this kid? Like, he's the chosen one. He completes the whole...
He does complete that.
Right. So that kind of bothered me, that I felt like they were discrediting
Yeah.
the 6 movies before that.
That makes sense.
Well, you wouldn't know. He wouldn't know that he was a tragically
Yeah,
flawed
well,
character. He would just know that he was this guy.
He
who
wouldn't
turned
know
bad
that
and
his
became this
grandfather...
general.
Well, no, if you read the book Bloodline, which actually helps a
whoa, whoa, whoa.
lot.
He wouldn't know that
Alright.
his grandfather was a tragically flawed character.
He wouldn't know.
And
Luke
this- and
wouldn't
this-
have. Luke
no.
wouldn't have been like, "Hey,
Luke
by the
probably
way."
wouldn't have told him.
And
Luke
this is
didn't
in a
know all the
time-
details himself. He
Right.
just found out his father was
Exactly.
his father.
But he
like,
sensed the conflict within him.
And this is a time when Rey thought like Luke Skywalker was a myth or something.
Well, if you read Bloodline, I recommend it for you.
Yep.
Leia mentions how she didn't even tell Ben that Darth Vader was her father. And most people actually don't know. It was actually this big scandal in the Galactic Senate in the New Republic.
Stay on Force Awakens.
Yeah.
I know, but that's leading up to that's important.
I know. I'm just saying.
So I mean, that gives you kind of like a little backstory into that.
I
but
personally
please-
don't like Adam Driver as an actor.
I
for
don't
the
think he's a
role
bad
of
actor.
I think
Kylo
the
Ren.
moment he took his mask off,
Ruined.
he
Absolutely
he lost a
ruined.
lot
I
of
think that-
credibility.
I think
from
he's
that.
gonna need the
Absolutely.
mask now, and I'll tell you why. Ray slashed him across the face.
now he has a reason.
Yeah, now he has a reason to have a mask.
But time out.
Right.
I think that the fact that when he took the mask off, he was this kind of like sad, this
Emo?
kind of wimpy emo person, added a lot of depth to his character.
I think it ruined his character.
Well, it turned him from this
It's
scary bad
disgusting.
guy
It's disgusting.
into this wimp, and that's the point. That he is a wimp. He's the
But a wimp should not be the main villain of Star Wars.
he should, and I'll tell you why. Because he is blessed with the powers of the midichlorians from Leia and
you
Han
see that
Solo.
window?
Yeah.
No, but I'm interested.
and it makes sense that when you're the son of two of the most important figures of the galaxy, you'd be a little socially awkward, and you have a lot to live up to, and that's a lot of pressure on this.
And I
kid.
think that fits in today's society where there's a lot of social awkwardness nowadays because of whatever. But no, don't. I know you're rolling your eyes and stuff.
But this is true.
But it's
Oh,
true.
my eyes
And there's a lot of people that can
360.
relate to it. There's a ton of people that can
Well,
relate.
that's
So it's
what-
ultimately marketing once again.
living up to
Oh, this is-
expectation.
That's why.
That's a
No,
neat
I think
theme.
it's. I don't think it's marketing so much as it wants to appeal to people, and
It's a different thing that we've seen in a Star
Yeah.
Wars movie.
Well-
We've never seen like this person struggling to live up to someone else.
Mm-hmm.
He worships Darth Vader. He has a shrine, and he feels that he's still inferior.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's why they
That's
added
that's
Benicio-
my take on Kylo Ren to you.
But there was something like that really bothered me when I first saw the movie, but then I started doing research. And there's a theory out there that the only way the Jedi can restore order to the Force, again, is if he if he does what Darth Vader did, and
Repent, so like ultimately.
right, like now he has to become a Sith to get close to Snoke and kill him, which I thought was interesting because that would be J.J. Abrams' wow factor, like when Vader
His mystery box is what he calls it.
right, like Vader announcing that he's Luke's father. So that kind of
Well, the whole Sith is extinct technically, unless Snoke is Palpatine, which we don't know.
I didn't like Han Solo's the way they wrote Han Solo in because it was almost like again his character was built up from A New Hope to Return of the Jedi. He goes from like a pirate to a general, and now he's
back to a pirate.
yeah, like it just
Yeah, but when things got hard, he got back to
Right, he
doing
just
what
he
did
decided
best.
to
but
quit.
see, like I
he wanted to
get
quit.
that, but
That's, that's something he would 100% do. I have found that 100% believable
see,
that
I
he would
have to
leave.
disagree with you because he's a proud guy, and now you
Right,
become
once-
a general.
Yeah, he wouldn't leave that.
You're basically married to
We
the
don't
princess
really know.
that rules the
We
galaxy.
don't know what happened to Kylo Ren. He could have, according to I think Kathleen Kennedy said it. He slaughtered children, and he took their ashes and made a shrine out of it.
Just like
Yeah,
Grandpa.
that's-
And yeah,
Following-
just like
like
Grandpa,
Grandpa.
slaughtering
Just
children.
like your old man.
So he slaughtered children, from what we know. He probably
Master
disgraced Luke
Skywalker.
in some way. And he made Leia feel bad, and the Resistance community was, probably pretty small. So
Well, the resistance starts in the book, which I really think you all should read.
And he was probably ashamed as well. Same as Luke. Luke went off, Leia went off, and he went off. It makes perfect sense.
All right. What else
I
didn't you
get it.
like besides Han?
I
I'm
have
doing a
no
good
problem
job
with
here.
Han's end.
Uh-huh.
You know, he
His
meets his end.
sacrifice.
That's okay. I hated the fact that Rey learned the Force in 30 seconds.
Yeah, that bothered a lot of people.
I mean, like,
But is that how special she is?
No,
I
don't
think she was.
should be
I think
that
she was
special.
at the academy. I really think she was part of Luke's Jedi Academy.
I think
and
that she had
then
a mind
just
wipe.
yeah.
She had a
I
mind
don't
wipe,
think
you
she.
think so?
I absolutely.
Yeah,
She's
she
the one that got
her
away
mind
from
got
Kylo
wiped or
Ren.
something.
Yeah, the mind go, but she still, again, she has the weight, she has the Force,
Mm-hmm.
so that just doesn't lead. Or she could be Anakin Skywalker for all we know. It'd be a
I
dumb
really
idea.
hope
I
it's
really
not.
hope
I
to
really
God
hope
that's not what's happening.
Well, Luke learned the Force very quickly too.
Well, we actually know it was actually.
You
longer
know,
than
actually, I read the
movie.
comic book, and he moved a box and flung it at Boba Fett really fast. That was his first.
But it's
thing.
not canon.
It is canon.
In the
It-
comics.
what
It's
is
in the
it?
new
Oh,
comic book, Star
it
Wars
is?
Volume 2.
Is it really canon?
It's
yeah,
canon.
but that's not using the old.
It was progression.
Jedi
she
mind
progressed.
trick.
She progressed faster. That's all I can say.
Really fast.
She was getting
You know when she-
interrogated with her brain getting shook, and she learned how to do it.
Well, Luke blew up the Death Star without a targeting computer.
Do you know the stormtrooper that she mind
that was Daniel
controlled
Craig?
Daniel
was
Craig.
Daniel Craig?
Yep.
007.
No, okay. So Luke blew up the Death Star without using a computer. Okay, that's
Impressive.
That's very
Extremely
impressive.
impressive.
so. Luke, I feel like had tapped into a different part of the Force, and I think Rey is probably more powerful
Then Luke.
than Luke. I
who's
think
the
Slow,
son
slow your roll.
of Anakin?
Slow your roll.
I think
That's probably not true.
Rey's probably more powerful.
and
Absolutely
the son
not.
of Anakin, who was the
We don't
most
know who
powerful.
Rey is. Rey could be Anakin. Not that I want that to
Rey
be
is
true,
not Anakin. I
but
will-
Rey could be Anakin.
Well, the
What's
way
the
I
deal with that? The Force Ghost or the
reincarnation.
I like to think that the midichlorian accounts could be completely random.
But what I don't.
Because Leia doesn't have the exact amount of midichlorians as Luke.
we don't
She
know.
doesn't
if
have as
Luke-
many.
She doesn't have.
They're
she doesn't
twins. They have to have like
They
the
go so
same.
deep.
No.
They don't. We don't know. Midichlorian count. We don't know how the biology of that universe
And I hope
works.
to never
Yeah.
know.
What's your next gripe?
My biggest gripe was that Luke, poor Mark Hamill's had to work out twice a day for 6 months to lose 40 pounds to take off a hood and look at a camera.
Right.
And he was in the movie for 5 minutes.
Yeah, that didn't bother me.
That-
I,
that-
it
that
He's
was-
gonna be an 8.
Yeah, I get
Yeah, he's
that.
gonna
but
be ridiculous, and he's gonna go off.
He's
He's gonna
also
die.
filthy rich.
it bothered me more that scene was like 30 seconds too long.
Right.
Like,
they're
yeah.
standing looking at each other and nothing
Yeah,
happens.
Right.
I thought he was gonna force the lightsaber over and ignite
Yeah.
it, and that was gonna be the end. Or he was gonna take out a red lightsaber. Twist.
Oh my
If he would have force
God.
grabbed it from her, if he would have force grabbed it from her, and then and then the music just starts, how awesome would that have been?
My
do the
biggest
same
gripe.
thing.
My
Yeah.
see, I don't feel anything. My biggest gripe of the movie. It's called Star Wars. We were in space. We were in space for like 5 seconds.
Yeah, there should have been more space stuff.
Like flying
More
around
star.
in space?
Yeah, there
Flying
should have
like
been
what?
more.
Like
Yeah, they were in the Millennium Falcon. They-
yeah, but you didn't
yeah.
get the idea of like in the originals. You got the idea they were in space.
Yeah, but the
Yes.
weapon was a planet.
so was the Death Star.
No, the Death Star was a
That's
Technically,
always
it's a
battle
small
base.
station.
a battle station.
That's no moon.
Well, with in New Hope you have the Tie Fighter attack after Ben dies. You have that big space scene.
But I just didn't see the space. We saw the Eravana, which is
Yeah,
Han
I agree
Solo's
with
new
you.
car.
I agree
we
with
just
you.
pull it in. We saw the Star Destroyer go over the planet, whatever planet that was, and that's really it.
Wait. What about the Poe and Finn escape with the Tie Fighter?
That's,
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
But I want It's Star Wars, not one TIE fighter versus a few more TIE
In New
fighters.
Hope, there's
I
only
want-
one space battle.
know.
Which is why I don't really.
The biggest
In-
problem at all was every episode from 1 through 6 is a new continuation of the saga. And I get the whole reboot thing, but there was nothing new.
This is I see what you're saying,
You
but
agree
this
with
is
James Cameron then?
Oh please.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know what? And he was 100%
right. He was right.
You didn't have to reboot the franchise. It's Star Wars. People who had no idea about Star Wars are going to go see it. Just for the cartoons on the Disney Channel and everything else. Disney World with the attractions. To me, it was a money-making scheme.
No.
Kylo Ren was trash.
And I'm not looking
he
forward
was.
to
J.J.
it.
Kylo
Abrams.
Ren was
No.
complete
I-
garbage.
J.J. Abrams is not a hack. He's not a Zack Snyder. He's not going to just let's make a crappy movie and then we'll make a ton of money and then we'll make a better one the next one. That's not him. He wants to make the best movie every time. That's why he made the practical Star Trek movie, Star Trek Into Darkness as well. He made Super 8, and now he did this.
Well, the idea
You
of
know
this
what I
movie
want
was
from
to be a
8?
setup movie.
But it wasn't original.
It's not supposed
not.
to be. It's supposed to set. It's supposed to.
Okay,
wait,
hold
wait,
on.
wait.
No. You
No,
wait.
you wait,
Ooh.
sir. I'm older than you. I have superiority.
But he
You
also
can't
beats-
answer any Stump the
but-
Sap questions. Pegno goes first.
Yeah,
All right,
Pegno
listen.
goes
Hit
first
the bell.
'cause he's better.
With the same story argument, I have a ton of problems with because it's Hero's Journey, and Hero's Journey is in practically every movie. Finding Nemo is the same movie as Star Wars: A New Hope, The Matrix, Lord of the Rings: Fellowship of the Ring.
Well, that came first. So everything.
No, but still, these are all Hero's Journey. They've been doing the same storyline since Greek and Odysseus. Okay, so you
I get
can't.
that,
that
100%.
cannot be a complaint, or else you hate every movie.
Oh, that's
No,
a
but it's
stretch.
episode.
true.
We can all
That's
agree.
just-
Stretch.
thank you,
Okay,
Pegno, that was
how about
good.
this?
It's
That was
all
very good,
episode
though.
4
That was
over
good.
again.
What?
How about
It's
this?
episode 4.
It is. No,
Giants.
It's the Matrix all over again. what I'm
Because-
saying is
Okay,
it doesn't
wait.
matter.
What
Whoa,
this
Giants. Wait. Kid from Desert Planet becomes like
Yes.
Jedi.
Well, they are in the same universe.
gigantic space laser that destroys stuff.
But my problem with that is when people complain about the Star Killer base. The Star Killer base is not the pinnacle of the movie. When in Episode 4, everything's leading up to them destroying the Death Star. The Death Star the Star Killer base being destroyed is more of a backdrop
Yeah.
on the to Rey versus Kylo Ren.
I believe.
To the story
that
of
was-
Rey and Finn.
See, I don't care about the story. I believe.
Kylo Ren was garbage.
I don't care about the story.
Kylo
No,
Ren
that
had
story,
no
because-
control. Kylo Ren is.
Yeah, that's the point of the character. He
That's
doesn't
why I like
have
him
any
so
control.
much. Yeah, that's why I like
But
him so much.
ultimate-
That
but
is new. That
ultimately-
is different.
That's
It's
new.
new and
He's this
different, but,
power
like-
struggling, force using,
Yeah, he's in a,
conflicted
he's in a
character.
Look, the
Yeah,
way I
garbage
feel about the
truck.
movie, and the way I've always felt about the movie, it's not supposed to be the wow factor we've been looking for. It's not the wow factors
It's
you're
a
looking
setup
for.
movie.
It's supposed to reintroduce you back in, because remember the prequels were mostly hated. That's why George Lucas pretty much quit. And it's supposed to just bring you back into what the original trilogies are about. To me, honestly, I love this movie, but I just didn't get the Star Wars feel of it.
Okay.
And I you know how much I love
I
this
am,
movie.
I am excited about 8 though.
I am very excited about 8 because now
Because
we get
what I
Luke.
want to see from 8 is I don't think they're gonna really have Snoke be much of a combat
No, see, I don't see.
based
Why?
person.
I hope he's like
but
4 feet tall though.
At the end of New
gonna-
Hope, at the end of sorry, that wasn't a joke. That was actually like honest. But at the end of Force Awakens, Kylo Ren goes back to Snoke to like complete his training almost. So what I want to see is for Luke to get involved. And
what I
like,
want-
1v1 Kylo Ren after Kylo Ren like smokes Rey. Like doesn't kill her, but like
He
beats.
Snokes. Right?
I think that there should be
Like, he beats Rey. He's too much for Rey to handle. She gets a hand cut off. Whatever. Luke Skywalker steps in. That'd be the only way they
Well,
introduce
I'm
him.
interested to see where Benicio del Toro fits into this because remember he was added to the cast. I'm curious if
he's gonna be a general.
He'll be Ben Quaneros.
I heard
No,
He'll
I,
be the son of Ben Quaneros.
I think it'd be cooler.
I heard he was gonna be one of the like Snoke got sick of Kylo.
I don't want there
and
to
so
be
he-
2 Sith Lords. There can only be one.
No, they're not Sith. The Sith are gone.
Ben Quaneros.
All right, just like always, this turned into a Star Wars episode. Let's get into our special segments.
Which is a Star Wars segment.
Which first we started something last
So
week.
do.
No, we're doing
I was gonna say if you want, you guys can do.
the
your
pull list.
segment
No,
first.
we're gonna
Pull
do
list
this first.
Okay.
Last week we started a new segment that quickly turned into our favorite segment,
I
but
have those things.
no, but the podcast got erased or something happened to it. But we play a game called Stump the Sap. Now, typically, when you play a Stump the expert game, they're an expert, and you try to ask them hard questions that they won't be able to answer.
It's
Well,
completely reversed here.
It's completely
You're
reversed.
asking someone who knows nothing really easy questions.
Yes, and hoping they don't get them right. So last week we asked BSAP 15 questions, which was a little overkill because we wanted him to get one right. I got 2 right. And he
You got
got
2
two,
for 15.
right. The
It's on
2
the
that he
board.
got right were what is the name of the Star Trek ship, which was
The USS Enterprise.
the USS Enterprise, and what kind of car did Marty drive in Back to the Future?
DeLorean.
A DeLorean. So
You got 15
we're
wrong, though.
gonna go around and ask you some
13
questions
wrong.
again. My question to you is, what is Superman's Kryptonian name? Which is the same question I asked you last week that you didn't get right. So I want to see if you learn anything from last week.
All right, we're 0 for 2 on the day.
So you don't know Superman's Kryptonian name? No, even though
That sounds pretty
Oh, come
Kryptonian.
on, man. It's Kal-El.
Kal-El.
Yeah, almanach.
All
Okay,
right.
I have one. What type of ship is the Millennium Falcon?
The Corellian YT 300. No, YT 300.
Model freighter.
Yeah, it's a freighter.
Oh, he got it right.
All right,
I know the
I
exact
gotta
model.
give it to him.
So you're 1 for 3 so far.
You got the Corellian YT
right.
part. That's ours.
What is the full name of Batman's butler?
Oh, full name?
I know
Full
it.
name?
Fine. What's
All right, just give me
Full name, full name, full name.
No, anything.
full name?
Anything.
If you can get, I'll give you half a point. if
How,
you can
how
get-
about this? If you get Alfred, you get full.
Oh,
Oh, I said it.
Heck no, you're
he
awful.
didn't know though.
I was getting
He
back to my
didn't know.
mind.
He
didn't
didn't know,
know.
so that's -1.
That's
'Cause
hold on. That's
if you don't
we,
know,
we
it's an
can't go an
instant-
episode without one of these.
Yeah,
And
that's
you just
that's
got
where
one.
Peg.
Yeah, I got one. That was my bad.
I
think that's a one. I think that's only one though. Yeah.
Although
Pennyworth.
he didn't know it,
Yeah,
so
that's-
yeah.
It doesn't count.
Move
No, he
on.
didn't know it.
Move
He
on.
know it. If you
Doesn't
know it, that's
count.
the first thing you say.
All right. Yeah. You get an X.
No.
Yes,
It's the first thing you say.
it is. If someone's like, "What's Batman's butler?" Alfred Pennyworth. It's like,
I was thinking.
bam, bam. You don't have to think.
Yeah.
That's the
These
point.
are these are no where you.
All
don't
right,
know
Pagano,
questions.
what do you got? You got one for him?
Yes, you should know this one. What is the largest manufacturer of military vehicles and spaceships in the Star Wars universe?
I don't even know.
Are you asking who makes the ships?
Corellians? No, Mon
This is
Calamari?
unbelievable.
No.
These kids are crazy.
Okay, guys,
the name of
guys,
the company.
guys,
no,
guys.
the name of the
no
company.
Star Wars
No,
questions.
but he should be able to get this. What? He's a Star
Should
Wars.
he? All right,
Yeah, he's a
fine.
Star Wars
That
freak.
seems crazy.
Well, okay, all right.
They make the clone turbo
if his
tank.
only
they make
thing is
some of
going
the-
to be Star Wars,
Wait, what is-
then he should
The
be able to
Genosians.
answer any Star
No,
Wars
it's a company.
question.
It's a
Yeah.
company.
Company.
I've heard of the company. I've read about them.
You should know it's that.
I think this is a little too.
They make
No,
they,
it's-
they,
what-
they
what
make
is
the
it?
Star Destroyers.
What is it?
That's your hard question.
Kuat drive yards.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's insane.
Don't even count that one. That's
Why?
too
That's
hard.
too difficult?
That's too hard.
Hey, BSAP, what's the largest mining manufacturer for the gems for the lightsabers?
Is there a
The
thing?
kyber, the,
Oh, he's
kyber,
making it
the
up. He's
kyber
making it up.
crystals.
He's
I'm
making
just
it up.
joking.
Just-
The
that-
kyber crystals.
All right.
You stole my question, by the way.
I did.
Yeah, but
Oh, yeah.
I,
You
wait,
want-
can I give him an easier one, Mr. I?
some other ones.
Mr. I have an easier one.
Yeah.
Also Star Wars, because he should know this. At the end of A New Hope, 4 ships fly away from the final battle of the Death Star. What 4 ships are they?
Oh, I can do this.
Wedge Antilles X-Wing. Luke's.
X-Wing, yeah.
The Millennium Falcon. And
They don't name who flies this ship.
I know who
just
it is.
what kind of ship is it?
I know.
was it the
I know it.
Think village people.
The construction worker.
the Village People?
A singular Y-Wing.
YMCA.
A
Yeah.
Y-wing.
Oh,
A singular
all
one.
right.
You got an X. Jeez.
Yeah. He's got some
These
of
are
it. He got
tough. I'm asking like
that
really
mission.
simple.
All right, I'm
Yeah,
gonna give
okay,
you-
That's not a
guys,
hard
guys,
question.
guys,
Where
guys.
is the Y-wing? I'm
As-
not
as-
recalling this.
As,
Yeah, you're
as
right.
the Death Star
Yellow-
4 ships
yellow-
fly away. The 2 X-Wings,
Where was the
Millennium
Y-wing?
Falcon, and the Y-Wing right behind him.
Guys, you're missing. I think you're missing the point.
Yeah, the point is to ask him easy stuff that,
That is
The point
easy.
is
that
go
everyone
outside
knows.
of Star Wars.
I
You
knew
know
that.
that.
No,
Go-
I didn't know that.
Go
Have you
outside.
seen A New Hope?
Yes,
I
and
don't-
I
come
don't
on.
pay attention to
Go
stuff like
outside
that.
of Star Wars and ask him
All right, this is
questions
easy
that
one.
any
easy,
sci-fi
easy.
fan should
Okay,
know.
easy.
Oh,
easy.
wait. Chris, he has to ask him a question. Yeah.
The name of Spider-Man's aunt.
Oh, come on. There's no way.
It was in Civil War.
It
was in
was.
Civil War.
And it was in the other 5
I
Spider-Man
know.
movies.
Thanks.
I'll give you a hint. It's not in December.
Yeah. Or April.
An uncle.
May.
Oh, okay. He didn't know that. Cross
And
that out.
uncle.
All right, I got one. What is Black Panther's home nation?
Wakanda.
Ooh.
With confidence.
That was quick. What's the Terminator's model number?
It's,
We asked this last week too.
Last week questions.
And it
I'm
was
back.
and there was an episode where every one of us picked it to be on our robot list.
Yeah.
I don't know. No.
The
So-
T800.
Also last week,
Yes.
BSAP loves making references about they're taking the hobbits to Isengard, and I asked him who it was.
Who
now,
says
when
it?
When he responded with who
I
says
don't
the
know.
line? When he responded with he doesn't know, I went on a 5-minute screaming rant in which I said the character's name about 20 times.
Right.
So, who is this
that
character?
Who is the elf from Lord of the Rings?
There's like one of 3 that you can pick.
I don't know.
Where do the elves live? What is the
What's the top-
universe? What is the universe of Lord of the Rings?
I don't watch Lord of the Rings.
-3.
So you don't have Legolas, Middle Earth,
I
Rivendell.
didn't watch
None
Lord of the
those?
Rings. I don't want to. I have no
we were talking
desire.
about Demo was here a little early, so me, Chris, and Demo were talking, and it was like, you know what? I haven't seen a whole bunch of sci-fi movies, but I know
Yeah.
stuff about the
basics.
sci-fi movies. Like when I was a kid, I didn't see Star Wars till it came back out in '97 when they re-released
Really?
them. Yeah, I hadn't seen them before that, and I knew who Leia was because it was pop culture to know who Princess Leia was, and I knew Han Solo, but I hadn't seen the movies.
Han Solo.
Han Solo.
You're a dead man.
Oh, and on my
Tasu
on my
H.
beast list, me and you never mentioned Jaegers and Kaijus.
Yes, I was gonna bring that up.
yeah.
We never mentioned those, but that would definitely be on my
Oh,
list.
absolutely.
All right.
The
Scott
Kaijus.
Scott Eastwood gonna be in the Pacific Rim sequel.
Who's Scott Eastwood? Oh, the Clint Eastwood's son, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, cool.
There's rumors that Charlie Hunnam's not coming back, and he might be
Really?
taking over. Yeah. Well, he hasn't been confirmed, but
Charlie Hunnam's been dropping out of a lot of projects.
I got a
Right.
question.
Okay.
Uh,
Last one.
all right. So this is like two things. This is
Oh,
very
all right,
easy.
last two,
Because
last two.
he's everywhere. Two things. Who is the leader of the League of Assassins slash League of Shadows? And if you know this, what does the name mean in Arabic?
Okay. I know. I can answer the first one. I can't answer
I
the
can
second.
I can answer the first one too.
Who trained Batman?
Who trains Batman?
Who trained Batman?
I don't-
Did you see the Batman Returns? The Batman.
Batman Begins.
Batman Begins.
I only seen Dark Knight.
Liam
Dark Knight
Neeson
Rises.
played this guy. In Batman
Liam
Begins.
Neeson. He was in Dark Knight Rises. They mentioned him
you
20
watch-
times in Dark Knight Rises.
Do you watch Arrow?
I
Bane
don't
was
watch Arrow.
also
I don't watch
trained by this
TV.
man. Bane was trained by him as well.
Say
All
it.
right.
And any man who's
Ra's
too
al
extreme
Ghul.
for the
Wait,
League of
no, sorry, I have an
Assassins.
easy one. If I
Why
may
did
throw
you
this
ask
one in.
three?
Okay, go ahead.
This one first.
And it means
Lord of the Rings
it means the
questions wrong.
demon's head.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yep.
If you would have given me multiple choice, I would have got it right.
All right, you're 0 for 2.
the name of the boat in Jaws.
Ooh, you should get that.
He's not. There's no
Oh,
way.
we forgot to mention
Oh my
Jaws and creatures.
God.
Yeah. Well, you just told me I wasn't allowed.
Jaws is a creature.
The fish. It's a shark.
The fish.
It's a fish.
Okay.
How is it
Do you know the boat?
We're gonna
It's not a fish. it's
complete the line.
plant.
We're gonna.
Need a bigger boat.
No, the name of the boat.
I know.
I know. I
He was
I
asking
saying,
another question.
I
We're
don't-
trying to give him one to get him right.
This,
Yeah,
this
I
one
was-
has-
Well, I was unfair.
What's the name of the shark in Jaws?
Shark.
Okay,
All
well,
right.
first of all, I was unfairly
Mr. Right.
added
What?
What is here?
extra 5.
Sap.
No,
Sap.
no.
Sap. Sap.
No.
Sap. What is the?
This is the last one.
What is the Manhattan neighborhood where Daredevil fights crime?
Oh, that's a good
Oh,
one.
that's good. That's simple.
Simple. Very simple. What is the Manhattan neighborhood where Daredevil fights crime?
Oh, God.
Or Jessica Jones. Or Luke Cage.
Wait. Name.
Wait, I want to see if you can get this.
Okay,
You
wait.
We can
should
go
be able
on
to get
forever.
this. You should
Yeah.
be able- I'll give you a hint. It has to do with his name, Daredevil.
Mr. Reinhardt grew
Hell's
up there.
Kitchen.
Yay! Already got one. Good. Let's move on.
All right, hold on. Wait. I gotta do the tally.
Okay. What's your tally?
The tally.
0.
4 for 9? That's not that bad.
4 for 9.
That's not that bad. 4 for 9.
Yeah.
He
It
was
should
2
be
for
like-
15 last week.
No. 4 for 13.
Today, 4
Because you
for
got
13?
9 right, 9 wrong, and 4 right.
4 right.
Oh, okay.
But you added an extra 5.
I didn't. You got 3 Lord of the Rings questions wrong.
It was
consecutively.
in one question, though.
No.
So
Not.
No,
No.
it was 3 separate
Both
questions.
of my Star Wars questions.
There was 3 Star Wars questions in a row.
Can you name like?
All right, let's get to the special segments because we're up to an hour 45 right now. So we got to hurry up through this. Pull list. What are you reading?
Then we'll do.
This is the pull list. Chris is going to get in on this too because he's been reading.
I didn't have a lot this week. I had Batman 3, which I haven't read yet. Superman 3, which I haven't read yet. Aquaman 3, which I haven't read yet.
All good, by the way.
And really, Batman was good.
Yeah, I liked it.
I haven't been.
I liked it. It was an origin of the new characters, Gotham and Gotham Girl. Yes, there's something called Gotham and Gotham Girl now, but I think they're going to be bad, but who knows.
And then Justice League came in, but I didn't get it. by
Justice
accident.
League was okay. It's so alien.
I
Everything's about
didn't-
aliens.
I didn't like the first one.
Yeah.
I feel like every conflict of the new Justice League has started off with Starro, and I don't care about Starro.
All right. And no Marvel out for you this week?
No, because they're crooks.
They are crooks.
They're like $5 for a mediocre comic book, or
It's
you can go
true.
to DC and get an excellent comic book for $3.
You're right. There was a
DC
Flash
Rebirth.
too. Flash. There was a new.
Oh,
Flash.
I got Flash too.
There was new Green Lanterns, which
Yeah,
I'm
don't read
I'm,
Green Lantern.
I'm getting into them. They got these 2 new Green Lanterns, Simon Baez and Jessica Cruz.
Yeah, they're both on the new.
They're on
Justice
issue
League.
3, and the whole thing is that Simon Baez has like no control, like he's very angry, and rushes to judgment, and Jessica has no self confidence. So I don't know how either one of these people
They're gonna
got
have to
a ring.
play off each other to beat the bad guy.
Yeah, but it's 3 issues now, and it's the same. I have no confidence in myself, and just get over it, and blah, blah,
A
blah,
vote
blah.
of no confidence.
You know? Yeah, right. So I hope that I'm gonna give it one more issue. I'm gonna see where it goes. I like the new Hal Jordan book.
Yeah, because he's like the same thing as the unworthy Thor, right?
Yeah, it basically it within the first like 2 panels, it sums up the whole new 52.
Excellent.
And
That's what I like.
and
to
wipes
see.
it out. Just completely wipes it out.
Good.
Because he was like he kind of like almost gets banished or something.
Yeah, and he was
turns
working with
rogue.
Sinestro.
Yeah.
and-
So now he forges a new ring with like this huge like Green Lantern hammer that I don't know where he got that from. It's probably a relic from Oa.
A relic.
But he forges a new ring and kind of rejuvenates himself as a Green Lantern. Chris, what you read?
New 52. I did Batman 0, 1, and 2, and I did Superman 0 and 1. Superman's a little boring, like you guys talked about.
Whoa.
A little bit.
New 52 Superman.
New 52.
Oh, new 52.
New
okay.
52. Yeah.
Yeah, he's emo and disgusting.
Yeah. I really enjoyed the Batman so far.
Oh yeah, it's good. It's good.
Thanks to you
It's
guys.
not meh.
I wasn't reading comics at all, and then the podcast. So,
There you go.
and my wife's not going to be too happy because I spent a fortune on Godzilla, Ruler of Earth. I read 3 volumes of it.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
How are the Godzilla comics?
Ruler of Earth is the best one out right now. If you,
Okay.
I went on the internet and I was like, all right, what's the best one? And that's how I got.
Are they
to
the
it, so-
same universe as the movies?
Yes. So I recommend
The
Godzilla,
Gareth
Ruler of
Edward
Earth.
verse.
No, thank God he dropped out of doing the sequel. So
You really don't like him? I feel like they're doing the same. I call this the Marvel method, which is the big studio puts their, hand on the neck of the wimpy director and says, "Do this now," and then they do it. That's because like, who's ever heard of Peyton Reed before Ant-Man or the Russos before Captain America?
The Russos are so good.
The Russos are so good though, because they just tell them what to do and they do it, and they're good at doing it. So
my only problem with him was for the new Godzilla was
the cardigan is on.
they had to beat him up on the cardigan.
All right, with the bell.
I like
I'm cold. I like the cardigan too.
I like it too. I'm just warning.
It's good.
He's more of a college professor looking type,
I try.
Mr. I.
I do have
But-
elbow patches on all my blazers. Okay. On my blazers, I do, not this sweater.
But they marketed the movie to be like a reboot, and I think it's 15 minutes. Godzilla's in it.
Yeah, and when he's in it for 15 minutes, it's awesome. 'Cause he's using the atomic breath in the other people's mouth, like opens
Right,
the guy's mouth,
but-
and he goes like ah.
He does a BSAP yell.
I got really turned off reading like interviews with Edwards right before the movie came out. He said he filmed it almost like Spielberg did Jaws,
Okay.
but like Spielberg had to do it that way because the shark wouldn't work. This is
Spielberg
a
did an
CGI movie,
excellent
so
Oh, it costs money. Maybe the.
right. But like,
Yeah, he did all of his movie on a computer screen. Steven Spielberg was on another boat, on like 3 dinghies and moving around a boat in mid-ocean.
But that
with
wasn't his
with an
intended method of
uncooperating
shooting.
Shark.
Wants a dinghy.
Ew.
Sorry, I don't know.
So that's why I kind of don't like Edwards.
Did you hear that little from B-Sam?
Do we have an update from a galaxy far,
We
far
have
away?
many.
So
All
should we
right.
start with the
Actually,
Right.
I'm going to pass the torch to John to talk about the things and then
the
we'll discuss.
Star Wars Rebels Season 3 trailer? It was a 3.5-minute trailer, which
Excellent.
it was an excellent trailer, and it was longer than I expected.
This is for a cartoon, right?
Yes, Star Wars Rebels Season 3. So I'm going to start
I'm
off.
capping the show at 2 hours, so you got 12 minutes.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, you got 10 minutes.
Okay, yeah, for the outro and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll do this quickly. So first off, in the trailer, it shows that some time has passed from the last season. Ezra looks older and is clearly more skilled with his lightsaber.
Yeah.
As you can see, and he seems
a loser.
closer to like the dark side. Like I feel like he's more in tune with it, and he's interested about the dark side.
Much like Anakin was in
Yes.
Episode 3.
The Rebel Alliance at this point looks to be more formed, like than we saw in the previous seasons. Like it actually looks to be closer to the one we see in the movies, and we see a young Imperial cadet that wants to defect to the rebels by the name of Wedge. So this is Wedge's origin story,
cool.
basically. Yeah. The crew of the Ghost, the ship, the main characters, they rescue the pirate Hondo Inaka from a prison. He's a character from the Clone Wars who has been recurring in Rebels, and it's just cool that they brought him back another season because since he's not in the later movies, that's just another character that they're going to have to kind of tie into like what his end is, along with most of the characters in the show. When they try to go and capture a squadron of old Army of the Republic or Republican Navy Y-wing bombers, they end up fighting B-1 battle droids that were reactivated from the Clone Wars that were probably guarding these ships, which I think is pretty cool. Kind of like
And actually, in that scene, we do see Captain Rex.
dons his old armor.
He dons his old armor from the 501st Battalion.
Torrent Company.
Yeah, he looks wider, but it still fits.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Because he's older now.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
the growth
rapid
acceleration,
advance,
whatever. There's an arc in the new season that's going to be Mandalorians. I don't know if you from the Clone Wars, the Mandalorian guy like Jango Fett's, like those guys that wear his armor. A bunch of them because of the Ghost Crew. One of the members, Sabine Wren, is a Mandalorian, and so there's going to be an arc with her and other Mandalorians that serve the Empire, and there's going to be a clash between them. Now Grand Admiral Thrawn is introduced. I'm going to let B-Sap talk a little bit about him.
So, for those of you who don't know, and people who are against Legends and Canon, i.e.
Which I
Mr.
am.
I,
I'm not against canon. I'm against using the word canon.
well,
I'm again.
I agree.
Oh, it's so stupid.
Why you don't like
in
it?
the Legends material,
Stop giving stuff names. Like
It's a real word.
in the trilogy of books written by Timothy Zahn, heir to the Empire, this new character, a blue guy with red eyes, also not the Blue Man Group. He was in. Grand Admiral Thrawn. He is the only alien in a widely hated alien society to serve as an admiral or with anything in the
a
Empire.
high-ranking flag officer.
Yeah. So he is a ruthless, reckless, and
Ruthless and reckless.
yes, he's
Military commander.
He's he will study art. He will study everything about the. Stop it. He will study everything about an enemy to get to know what their battle tactics exactly are.
There's a scene in the trailer where it shows like cultural artwork that is from all the members of the Ghost Crew's like home planet, and it shows him studying them to try to learn more about what the actions or what the ideas of the Ghost Crew are like.
So what else do you have there, John?
Next, I have it shows Ezra spending more time with Darth Maul. So
Yeah, and what's interesting about this whole thing is we heard on multiple occasions, and including in the sneak peeks in the Star Wars Celebration panels, was that Darth Maul refers to Ezra as his apprentice.
right,
Darth Maul just does not know how to die.
he doesn't. He's truly a beast.
Love me, please.
So that's still a thing.
Right, and it shows him like. The thing is, Kanan and Ezra don't know who Darth Maul is really. They don't know that he was Palpatine's like old apprentice who killed Qui-Gon Jinn and fought. They don't know that, so they just think he's this guy. They don't know his whole backstory. And it also shows towards the end of the trailer, Maul and Ezra fusing a Jedi and a Sith holocron, which we don't know what the outcome of that's going to be.
And it's also important to note that Kanan is still blind at the beginning of the trailer.
Right,
He does
exactly.
regain his sight. There's a theory going around that the Mother something,
Talzin?
Mother
Mother Talzin.
Talzin, actually goes into Kanan's
Even though she's
soul.
dead.
Yeah, but her like spirit goes
yeah,
into
because they
Kanan's
showed
body.
the Night Sister like magic in the trailer.
Yeah, so that's a rumor.
And then the final
Yeah.
important piece is Kanan meets a giant creature that knows both the light and dark side, known as the Bendu.
Yeah,
And we don't know
He
what
bends.
stop it.
we don't know what his role is going to be in the show. All we know that Kanan meets him, and we're assuming that he's going to provide some insight to the current situation between the light and dark side, whole thing with him and Maul and Vader, and the whole situation with the Empire.
And a couple of little things, if you noticed in the trailer, that I took a notice at. The owls that you saw at the end of season 2 with Ahsoka possibly alive, leaving the Sith temple. You saw a couple of those owls.
Oh, I think Ahsoka's alive. She has to.
That's the thing, though. Well, the owls were present in the
Yeah,
trailer, but
the-
wait.
The lady who plays
Ahso-
Ahsoka said that she has a
No.
future in the franchise.
Yeah, Dave,
she was at
Dave
Comic-Con
Filoni
today.
was saying at Star Wars Celebration that Ahsoka will be seen again, but just not the way you think. I'm not saying Force Ghost.
She's just ahead.
Stop talking. She's not a Force Ghost.
I hope she comes back in like as an actual person, so we can have more Ahsoka like fighting sequences.
Yeah, I don't know.
She's
I'm
cool.
interested to see. I mean, they eventually have to kill her off,
Right.
and we have to kill this segment off.
Finally.
So,
This was a good segment.
All right, suggestions, real quick suggestions. What you got?
Pass.
Pass. Nothing this week?
Come back to me.
for the
I already suggested that.
Oh, you did? Okay.
for the my suggestion for as it will be for the remainder of the summer is go out and have a good time and go with your
Play
friends.
Pokemon Go.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't go across the border.
Send BSAP spam email at sapienzab17 at nycxavierhs.org.
Yeah, I look forward to reading my emails all the time. So yeah. Anyway, just
That's a
go
good
out,
suggestion.
go out with friends, have a nice summer, be safe, sunblock. We
Assuming
don't.
you have friends. Like,
Yeah,
unlike,
assuming-
unlike you.
Yeah.
Kid. All right.
Hey, I need sunblock.
Anyone else have a science fiction suggestion? Which is
Mine
one?
is actually because I feel like not enough people are watching this show right now. Go back and watch the first 2 seasons of Star Wars Rebels if you hadn't.
Yeah.
If you haven't, excuse me. It's a fantastic show. I was.
It's meh.
I was skeptical. No, when it first came out, I was skeptical. I thought it was just going to be like too childish, not going to live up to how great the Clone Wars actually was, like the TV show Clone Wars. But now that like the season 2 finale was out of all the shows, I'm watching like 8 shows right now. Out of those 8 shows, it would definitely had the best season finale of all the shows I watched. Better than the Arrow season finale, better than the Walking Dead season finale. So I think it's a great show. If you haven't seen it, go watch it before season 3 airs.
Cool. Demo, you got a suggestion this week?
My suggestion was send BSAP spam email.
Oh, what was that address again?
Sapienzab17
So
at
for those of you who don't know how to spell it,
nycxavierhs.org.
it's SAPIENZAB17
And
at
if you would like to
NYCXavierHS.org.
send him spam text messages,
No.
Here's his. If you guys would like to commit some kind of federal crime, his social security number is. His social security number is.
Chris, you got a suggestion for us?
Yes, Stranger Things, new series on Netflix.
yes, that's a good show.
It's only 8 episodes the first season. It is so worth it, and you guys should definitely talk about it.
Crazy show.
Okay, I have one. It's not science fiction at all.
That's okay.
But I love it. It's called Curb Your Enthusiasm. It's on Amazon
yes,
Prime right
it's
now.
good.
It is like the funniest show I've ever watched.
Okay.
One of them. And
my-
Rick and Morty as well.
Rick and Morty. My suggestion is a podcast that I listen to. My friend Joe
Hey, Joe.
What's going on, Joe?
turned me on to it. It's called The Amazing Spider Talk, and it's just about Spider-Man. It's the 2 biggest Spider-Man fans you will ever hear. I mean, these are the 2 nerdiest.
They read every Spider-Man spin-off.
Everything. They know everything
one more
about
day.
everything. It's unbelievable, and I love it. And I'm learning so much from them. Their names are Dan and Mark. Hey Dan and Mark. I don't know them personally,
What's going on, Dan?
but it's a great podcast. And if you like hearing the passion that someone has for comic books, you'll get it from them. So give that a listen. It's on iTunes, and I'm sure it's on Google Play or whatever the other avenues are for that. So that was the show for this week. So I want to thank Chris for coming in.
Thanks, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Thanks,
Chris.
You gave us
And
a lot
thanks,
of.
other Chris from St. Bonaventure.
And yes, thank you, other Chris from St. Bonaventure, for listening. Really appreciate it.
And
We'd like to have you back.
make sure you email us your suggestions for new shows. That is going to be at xsquadpod@gmail.com. And Twitter
Yeah,
and
talk to us
Instagram
on
and
Twitter.
YouTube at xsquadpod.
Email BSAP.
Email
Email
BSAP at
questions?
sapienzab17.
He's not very knowledgeable about anything, so
No,
don't
I'll
expect
Google- I'll
any
Google
intelligible
If you have questions about
responses.
how to get a stain out of anything,
We
ask
would
BSAP.
love
How
to
put on
get-
cologne.
We would love to get some Stump the Sap questions from you guys. Would love to hear
Don't
that.
email him.
I've realized though after today's episode, we should keep them easy. So remember, guys, nothing too hard.
All right. So thanks, guys, and we'll see you next week.
Thank you.
All right.
Take care. May the force be with you.
Always.
Oh, thanks, Will Shelton, for the song. And Andrew Brooks.
Good job, Mr. I.
All right, thanks. Bye, guys.
Have a good evening.
See you.